All right, hello everybody, and welcome back. We are here with the Embers of the Imperium. We skipped a few weeks due to inability for everyone to get together. It is the holiday season after all, so getting a little more difficult, but this will probably be our last session for a bit as we transition into a more one-shot format for this storyline. Just letting you know ahead of time. Find out where our players were. There they are. And let's tune in and see what our players are doing.
Fully clothed, covering clothing to be vacuum sealed. That's also an option.
Sick.
Yeah, the Pericles suit is like the best thing you can get to be in hostile environments. The best thing.
Right.
Anyway, Chris is
We
back.
are live.
Hi, Chris. Hello, nerd.
We live.
So, do you guys remember what happened last time?
No.
We talked with a mean psychic lady who told us to F off sometimes, and then also told
You.
people, yes, and then told other people some like agenda breaking knowledge.
Yeah. She gave you guys a lot of information. She is the information dealer person, and kind of, you guys saved her like probably millions of aura and damage control. But she kind
While
of gave you
causing
guys
some too.
while causing some too.
She
kinda gave you guys a
her
bit of
political
information.
agenda's been at least protected. She's not like an outcast from the rest of the Federation and, collective societies.
Yeah. So today you guys are heading back to base. I'm going to let you know that I did some shit on the side. So the recent news is that there is a gigantic Mentak fleet next door in the wormhole closest to you guys. So you'll probably need to head through Alliance space in order to get there. It'll take a bit longer unless you want to just fly low and use your cloaking device. That could be risky though. What do you guys
Well,
want to do?
Fine, well,
I'm thinking cloaking device because we need to test how good this sucker works.
that's
Sure.
fair.
And it's the quicker route. And presumably, it's worked so far. Fooled the Nalu for a bit.
And they
minus
have
the
mind
reading.
control. Yeah.
I mean, you're not trying to fool Nalu anymore. All right. So let's have who does the fly low check? Actually, no. You guys.
Nolly.
Hold on. Let me just. Did we give you guys the statistics of what your thingy does? No, we didn't. Okay. Well, let's just say you activate the cloak. Let's do a piloting check, and I believe it increases like the ability for them to find you by like some ridiculous amount, like 2 upgrades or something. So upgrade
like-
the piloting check twice.
Can we
Okay.
plot a course or something to help out?
Yes. So if somebody wants to plot a course, they can do that.
That's
I'll do it because I have astrocartography.
You got it.
Yeah, we
Okay,
can
what's the
use
difficulty?
we can
what's
use
the difficulty in this?
astrocartography as well because this is a big. We're zoomed out, is what I'm trying to think. So I'm looking for that on the actions. Okay, co-pilot I think is difficulty 2. So
Okay, I'll do that.
triumph.
All right,
You know what?
that's
Nice.
good.
With a triumph, I'm gonna say that you don't even need to like attempt the cloak.
Cool.
It would be wild for them to have discovered your location with the path that Krav has plotted.
I was about to roll 5 yellows plus whatever Krav gave us, so
Boom. Do you want to do it
I kind of
anyway?
want to see it.
sure.
Maybe
might
we
as
find
well.
something on our way.
Oh yeah.
Don't you dare roll a despair.
I know, right?
That reminds me, I need to add
Ooh.
some story points to it. All
A
right.
lot of blank.
A lot of blank. Kind of
I
risky.
mean, it's all good.
3 successes.
all-
If you got another triumph, I probably would have given you something like extra, like money.
Floating cargo ship.
Like yeah. But for now, you head through a massive wreckage. There are several like cruisers that have been destroyed, and a dreadnought bearing the sigil of the Calaris Council. Inside of this area is a large spherical, like almost sun-like or moon-like ship of some sort. You guys marvel at it for a bit, but it's not quite War Sun sized for the aficionados in the audience. Smaller in scale.
A war moon.
A war moon, if you will. This is the Mentak flagship. Their fleet is here, several dreadnoughts, many cruisers, all look completely ramshackle and like put together with various different ship parts. Almost like varying species from across the galaxy have contributed to this fleet. But their symbol is clearly emblazoned on the sides of their ships as it passes through like the light of the wormhole, like leaves its silhouette. Anyway, you guys take note of that, and you zip through the core word gate. Yippee! Let's go to Plateau's Rift. We warped to Riftwatch. Okay, are you guys doing anything on your journey? Any planning or anything? I know that you guys probably have... you guys are probably heading back to your base just to do planning on your own, but you guys have just left the Matriarch. You guys have just escaped a tense situation easily, but what are you guys up to?
Sin is probably clinging close to Nolly and occasionally dipping over to see Yara and help with experiments. So I'm just down for some RP.
All right. We can say that during this travel through wormhole space, you guys can take care of one downtime activity each. I'll define a downtime activity as anything that requires a roll and gets you some sort of bonus or award or something. For instance, installing cybernetics.
Yeah, Yara's going to be taking this opportunity to be like, as Yin and as Yara and Sin are probably talking about some of the sciencey stuff, to be like, by the way, I have a project I need somebody's help with. I have some cybernetics I'd like to try and install.
Oh, okay. I'd be happy to assist.
I'd rather keep it on the down low since we're just traveling for now back to home base. But, you know, more hands. I'll write out a report of what I got to do and set up how much I can automate, but I will probably need some supervision.
Absolutely. And it is your corporeal body and your choice, so I won't mention it.
Yes, I want to install the arm because it increases brawn.
All right.
Oh, fabulous.
This will involve a medicine check difficulty 3, because that's what it says in the book.
Yep.
So
All right.
you have assistance to get a boost.
Yep.
Is there any downside for doing medicine on yourself?
I think it probably adds 1 difficulty.
Yeah, let me... 'cause I know that there's stuff for doing first aid on yourself, but I would probably count it.
Especially your own arm. You gotta do it with your left arm.
It says plus
That's
2
what I have.
difficulty for treating yourself, so you might actually need help from someone else. Like, someone else might need to do the roll.
I have enough medicine, I'll just program machines to do it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's more difficult, obviously, by the
I thought
addition
my
of
flaw
dice.
was pride.
I also have talents that give me automatic successes.
Okay.
All right, so I get a boost from Sin. It's difficulty 5, and I get 2 automatic successes if I take a lot of strain. But it'll work if I take a lot of strain if I need it.
Yeah, just
Okay.
hold the
Maybe I'll set-
anesthetic.
And I want to use a story point. I want to be selfish.
Sure. Oh, I was gonna go reset those. That's what I was doing in the other menu. Okay, so you guys
That
need to
adds an
be-
upgrade, right?
Hold on. I'm setting the proper amount. There we go. You don't need to do anything with the story points. I just updated the pool. Okay, that gives you an upgrade.
So
Awesome.
I also get 2 successes that cancel out those, and I take 6 strain.
Well, there's nothing to cancel out with the successes. There's advantages cancel those out.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, then I don't need to use the thingy. I got it done then.
Okay. I'll use those 2 threats.
Let me double check. I might have to take the stress anyway.
Yeah, I don't know if you need to use it after or before, but you can find that out in your time. I'm going to give you a setback.
Okay, that's fine.
And how would you like to spend that triumph? You can either give an upgrade to yourself or Sin, or I could
Something
also let you maybe have Did you already install the eye?
No, I decided against it because there's only so much strain you want to take. I did the arm because it gives 1 brawn and -1 strain max.
Okay, well, I
And-
will allow you to also install the eye inside of this roll thanks to the triumph if you wish to.
That's a devil's bargain almost because of how it affects things. Ow! Rig it. Yara will lean into it.
Okay.
All right.
Mad with
Her,
power. Do it.
her threshold's gone down to 12 strain from 14, but she got a brawn, and she's much better at perception checks.
Ooh. Okay. How do you feel? You come out of the anesthesia and your arm is stronger. It's bulkier. It's got like actually you can describe how it looks. You probably made enhancements on your own.
I think Yara's trying to sort of Braga's version of it was probably very apparent. Yara probably did the sort of like, Star Wars in a gloves type style thing, so it's not super apparent unless somebody's like paying attention. So like she probably now has like a sort of almost fixture over her arm that if you didn't pay attention just looks like a normal like sort of medical glove or something. And it probably wraps onto her shoulder, which, usually wearing clothes. So it's like unless she like stripped both her glove and her clothes, you couldn't really tell too much. The eye is a lot harder to hide. She probably now is wearing like goggles all the time to make it a little bit less like obvious.
When the goggles
'Cause
are
the-
off, what color is the eye? And what does it look like? Like, is it inside of your eye? Is it like a goggle-shaped device that kind of goes on top of it? Does it give
I
you
think
like
it's-
black sclera or something?
I think it's one of those like cyberpunky style eyes where like there's instead of like red veins going through it, there's like a sort of slight glow to it that's probably blue, and then the iris is kind of this like retracting almost like caramel like red sort of thing. So if it wasn't for like obfuscated like glasses or goggles or something, you could pretty much tell like that eye is pretty wonky. But it allows her to probably like zoom and like increase the aperture much more easily and probably do like infrared or something.
Okay, so it's like a blue glowing aperture, metallic aperture thing that is integrated with your eye, like you can blink on it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
If somebody wanted to be horrible, she could remove the. It's not like it's not like hanging outside. It's one of those like removable type cybernetic things. Like don't do that, but the eye itself.
You're
is
not the
like,
Borg. You're not.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
not body horror yet.
It
Awesome.
technically is body horror, but it's integrated body horror.
integrated body
Right.
horror.
It's not Maelstrom.
Yeah.
So the question is, how much of you can be replaced before the you disappears? Just kidding.
Well, I lost
that
2
doesn't
strain max, so that's kind of a thing.
matter. I guess that's true. All right. Yara and Sin, that counts as a downtime activity for you guys. Sin, because you were helping. Does
You
anybody
sin,
else?
you get the triumph. So when you need to make a roll, you get an upgrade.
Oh,
You spent it for the.
Wait, no, I spent it on the thing.
Yes.
oh,
Damn it, that's
yeah.
right.
No, good.
No, thank
good.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. I just
who
owe
next?
Sin a favor.
Krav, what are you up to?
So, considering that we had to destroy I had to destroy the NLU. I think I'm gonna officially work on my message, documenting the how the NLU is actually a government organization that was made as a distraction, then potentially be made as a broadcastable message is what I'm gonna work on. So I'm basically writing a manifesto.
Okay. So you're writing a manifesto. I would call this, I would assume, some type of social skill. So, I don't know.
Arise!
I assume leadership because it's either I assume it's either charm or leadership or negotiations. One of those three.
I think leadership makes sense if you're trying to write it to make it like sound authoritative and
Yeah.
believable.
That makes sense, and you're good at it.
Okay. Well, because it's the unwilling party, I'm trying to like convince the NLU that they're a fucking patsy organization. So, okay. What's the difficulty you want on this?
Okay. So, I would think this is going to be difficulty 5, formidable. And my
Mhm.
reasoning is that that's the difficulty for influencing a group of 50 or more people and I'm gonna assume the entire barony is more than 50 people. That's how I'm gonna logistify it. You can use any.
I'm done with them. There'll be 49 of them. Okay.
So you
Alright.
can get any bonuses that you want. You can like maybe try and get somebody to help you. I don't know if you want to do that. And this counts as a social role, so if you want to aim, you could.
I'm just gonna use a story point and YOLO it. Let me sync the story poll.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna upgrade it once because of story point. And let's see how badly this goes.
Hey.
That's pretty good.
All right.
I'm just gonna give you a strain. It's coming over your, it's flooding your mind as you realize like how bad it's gotten and how it got you to this point where you're a fugitive from your own people and now a fugitive from the NLU now that they know that you're alive, or at least that group did.
Yep.
But I think that you've created a convincing manifesto that could convince people that are able to be convinced to possibly join that cause were this to be released at the right time and place.
Yay.
Hell yeah. Shepard, what are you doing right now?
Contemplating way too many things that none of the party's ever going to like. One of them also being like, maybe go and apologize to Krav for the sake of just
Ew, don't
apologizing.
do that.
Shepard wants his toys back!
You could lie. It's like, I learned my lesson, cross his finger. You could do
What
that.
do you think this is?
Yeah,
This
go
is
for it.
Hey,
Cross
This is
your
AI
finger.
lying.
Attention crew, I'm spending a story point so that Shepard walks into Krav's downtime activity in the middle of it.
Captain,
Yes. It was like after the door was locked, but okay.
I unintentionally did not try to bypass the code so that I would be able to get in, thanks to Yara's ability. Please, ignore that. I came to apologize
Over what?
for saying harmful words that may strike at your pride. I did not mean to call you inferior.
Okay. Well, apologies accepted. You may go now.
I will only go if you provide me with all of my current or previous accessibilities.
And why do you need such accessibilities?
Otherwise, I am useless on your crew. And therefore, me apologizing would only be simply to flame your ego, and I do not wish to consider you to be that type of individual.
And what type of individual am I supposed to be then?
A captain who considers his crew.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Do we wanna try a roll here?
2 martinis in, let's go!
Robot fueled by martinis.
Yeah. Fuck, I'm Bender.
C or Krav. Would Krav be willing to give Shepard back their access to different parts of the ship that they were barred from if Shepard succeeds at a roll against Krav?
Yeah. I would even willing to say that the difficulty is like reduced, whatever you want to set. Like,
I can just say you have an upgrade.
Yeah. Ali gets an upgrade. Yeah.
Is
That's
this just
great.
because he said sorry?
I think that this is because you're playing into one of their... Actually, no. This is probably playing into a motivation. I'll give you 2 boosts. I don't know what motivation it is, but we'll give you 2
I
boosts.
would like to say I'm technically also playing into one of my motivations slightly.
Honestly, the thing that made me go like this is like, I am useless. It's just like, yeah, you kind of are. You kind of need to do something.
Shepard's just been walking around the ship just
Literally
with nothing
opening
to do.
doors and can't get into any of them.
It's the Charlie Brown music every time you see Shepard walking around.
Bum, 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 bum. But then there's just...
Yeah, I would say he's 2.5 meters tall. So
That's what makes it better.
What am I rolling?
I guess this would be negotiation,
Okay.
which is against Krov's negotiation, so that's the difficulty.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It needs to be negotiation versus negotiation. Oh, it's only 4 green.
Upgraded on my side, is that correct?
I'm gonna give you 2 boosts instead.
2 boosts instead, okay. Negotiation, go.
Nice.
A triumph. Huh.
Huzzah! And 3 threats, so maybe he was yellow instead of blue while saying all of this.
If it's a triumph, then I could what did I ban? I could give you additional access to something that I think I banned but various people too. So let me see.
You could allow assistant to stay.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fair.
That's perfectly fair. I guess that assistant gets a free roam.
Yeah, maybe we say that you like Shepard is leaving, but then over their shoulder asks if the assistant will be allowed to stay, and then you like begrudgingly say yeah.
It's like asking for permission afterward. Can
Like,
I keep
you
the
give me
raccoon?
giving me an inch. Can I please take a mile too?
Yes.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
But you're such an endearing robot. So
It's Fender.
I think Krav, I'll give this to you. Do you want to learn Shepard's desire or fear, or do you want them to reveal their true goal in the encounter?
True goal in the encounter.
Okay, Shepard, what is your true reason for wanting all your stuff back? Your
So that I can
permissions?
help Yara with their experiments so I can feel useful. And
Okay.
slightly hide some of my, maybe I can learn things underneath Yara's experiments. But it's not my fault,
Okay, so your true goal is to become more mad scientist with Yara.
in a sense.
Fair
But
enough.
it's Yara's fart.
Okay.
Fart!
Yara's
Oh,
You,
fart.
you want to use Yara's cover to learn some stuff, essentially.
I opened up a new Word document, and it's untitled, number 3, and then I basically write down Shepard, suspicious AF, and then close and save document.
All right, Soldenrock, what are you up to?
Rooting.
All right, do you wish to use any skills or anything? You could use this to get items, or, I mean, that's one of the things you can do.
Buy your own Pericles suit. Put it in order.
I don't think so. I have a wish list apparently.
Oh,
Just easier to work through if you have a wish list.
yeah, I mean, that's what I would do.
Integrated deflector field. I don't remember what that is or what it does.
That's an armor upgrade, and I
That's
believe
not too hard to get.
it gives you a bonus to defense until somebody breaks it.
Yeah,
Pretty
it's-
much.
It's the force field thing that gives you like 3 defense or 2 bonus defense or something like that until you get hit, and then it gets switched off.
Okay,
Or somebody
the
rolls
attacker
enough.
can spend it to destroy it. Yeah.
Yes.
let me just look up the rarity, unless you have it on you.
Yeah, it's
5.
Then that would be difficulty 3, I think.
All right. What's the?
It's either streetwise or negotiation.
Rarity 5 is actually 2 difficulty.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You can always check the pins.
I remember
Yeah.
it wasn't as hard as we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I forgot that too. I knew it was roughly half. I forgot if it was rounded up or down.
Let's go streetwise. Yay.
Awesome. I'll say you take a strain.
Did we refill from or
I
recover
would
from
assume
whatever
this
we
was
had before?
downtime, yeah.
Yeah, I'll say that like you started at 0 today.
All right. Start at 0. Go up 1. And what about wounds? Is like
Everybody can recover 1 wound, unless they're using downtime activities to heal.
we should do that at some point, but we can wait on that later. All right.
We can go to the
I'm more-
station.
Yeah.
We need more dermal sealers.
Yeah,
So-
I could. I could blast one of those, but
So you have the integrated deflector field. It increases defense by 2.
with the yeah, it goes on the armor, right?
Yep. It uses 1 hard point, which is what they use to modify armor. And people can spend 3 advantages or a triumph to break it. Basically,
Wait,
it needs to be repaired.
It's repairable. It's just you can't really do that in combat. Well, you could, but then you're wasting a whole thing, and you don't guarantee that it's not worth it to usually repair it in combat.
Anywho,
Okay.
so you have that. Where did you find it from? I guess maybe like what faction did you contact to like get it, or was it just like random pirates?
If it's random pirates, it's probably Mentec.
Yeah, probably.
You guys are cloaking through their gigantic fleet with their fourth moon, and then you're.
Can I get some armor, by the way?
Did
I
someone
mean,
send a transmission? Like a
the
subspace frequency? What the hell
Could
was
have got
that?
it from the Drua.
That's true.
The Drua have the technology. We fought them with it, so he could have just like before he left been like, "Hey guards, could I just get one of these things on the side? I got the money."
Do you want to do that?
That's
Yeah,
a smart thing.
Okay. We can maybe say you negotiated telepathically with some Nalu that sensed your interest, and a profiteering one wanted to take advantage. Awesome. You have that now. Nolly, what are you up to?
Well, I think Nolly probably, like, I know the thing that needs to get done, I think, in downtime activities is trying to crack that comm bead.
All right, you can get started on
Oh,
that.
have we? No, we haven't done that yet, have we?
Nope.
Well, this was a different comm bead. This is a new one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
this is
one
a
was
new one that we've.
One shot or something.
I will call this, since you have, I'll say it's difficulty 4, but I'll say that since you have familiarity with this type of thing, I will say that you have a upgrade to the check.
Would anyone be willing to help Nolly crack it? Because she's not particularly good with computer.
Would I be allowed to have like sent something? Because this is just an assist.
I'm saying that your research is basically giving Nolly an upgrade,
Okay.
but I will allow Thraz to assist you.
Okay.
Thraz hasn't done anything yet.
I can take his ranks in computers.
Yeah, I was just going to check them. He has 3 ranks in computers.
Perfect. Delightful. Okay, 1 upgrade, difficulty 4. Act as if I have 3 ranks. Let's roll it.
Might need to have Yara look at this one. It's a bit more complicated than you thought. And maybe the recent events are maybe still running around in your head, and maybe you just get lost in conversation with Rasa or something.
Yeah.
But you grew closer to today, so I'll give you I don't know, a boost to your next check.
Cool.
Rasa will remember this. Or however you want to spend that advantage. I assumed it wasn't for strain.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Alright. Cool beanaroos. Alright, you guys fly back to Plateau's Rift, to your base inside of the asteroid at Riftwatch. As you fly in, you see that there is a large ship docked at your capital docking bay. It appears to be a carrier of some sort. Its size at first strikes you as oh my goodness, but it's not the Nomad ship or anything, or Sinlalael's ship. It is a mining Solbeck of I almost said Leonin, of Hakan make.
So it's like I assume it's like I assume your mail order is here.
Ah, good. It's arrived. And you are being hailed over the frequencies. ZL's image comes over the comms. Ah, so you finally arrived. I was wondering when you guys would get here. So, times have changed. I brought your soul back, and I noticed that you guys have quite the base here. And there weren't a lot of people in here either. And, with the Caleris being on the down and out, I just kind of figured maybe you guys might want to join my new crew in my new base. What do you say? Thraz kind of shrinks in his chair and looks at Krav, and his ears are down and tail kind of flicking.
It's like I'm gonna mute on the comms, and it's like This is why we do not divert personnel from the garrison, and this is why we do not contact people off the books.
I know, but what do we do? What do we do?
Could always bribe them and threaten
Okay.
them at the same time.
Uh,
Shall
Here's
we
some
ship
money.
them?
Fuck you.
well, okay, so let me get the assessment on the ship itself. Like, because is it just a hollow ship, or like and also transmission, like with the transmission and such, like because this is potentially a hollow threat
It could be.
currently.
I would suggest some scans. Let's do perceptions or computers.
Which
And-
one would you rather me do? Or maybe I do computer, somebody else does perception.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Sure.
If we're doing perception, are we looking or trying to consider how many crew they have?
I think that they're trying to determine that.
Okay, just making sure.
Because right now you just see a ship and you've heard a threat.
Right.
Well, actually, you've technically heard you've heard an offer. The offer is not a good one. An evil one.
What would the difficulty be for computers? Would that be against their hacking thing? Would it be 3? I don't know.
So-
what do you think it would be?
I think it would be difficulty normally 3, but I'm going to say difficulty 2 because you guys know your base. You probably know how to get past any like hidden defenses or anything like that.
I did
It's so
it.
long. Do we even have any defenses? It's been so long.
I think we have
It's
some
not.
basic stuff and some crews. That's about it.
So what you know is that the SAR repaired something called a defense array. You guys do have guns mounted in your base now. They were
Okay.
able to fix that for you. You assume that they are inside of your base based on the fact that it's docked. With your scans, I'm gonna like count the number of successes here. There's like 6 successes, so I'll
Yep.
say that you can identify 2 pilots on the carrier, plus ZL, and you can detect that there are 3 fighters hidden inside of the carrier. Their engines are primed and ready to go. It looks like they are ready for an ambush.
So that means there's 5 people in there, essentially?
The carrier
Or
has
the-
its own mining laser guns. You guys have a defense array on in your base. You don't know if anybody's operating that right now. But presumably they are inside of your base as well.
I just have a question about the clarifying the ship thing. So it's 2 pilots that aren't in the fighters, or the fighters already have the pilots in them? I just want to make sure on that point.
The fighters are piloted.
Yeah,
Okay.
the engines are hot right now. They're waiting to launch.
Yeah, just clarifying. All right. I think we need to buy
Okay.
some time and negotiate.
Well, I'm gonna do this. Fighter pilots to your stations. Like I assume Zaldarog's probably one of the people that going to the fighter craft. I don't know who's the other fighter craft pilot though.
Probably
Uh,
Nolly.
Probably Nolly.
Okay, so was it Shepard that took the main helm last time when we were at the gas station?
I don't.
Believe Shepard tried at some point and failed horribly, but that was not at the gas station.
Sin
It
has
might have been
piloted it
Sin?
before.
Okay,
When you guys were
who-
fighting the Dreadnought, Thraz often takes pilot. He has piloting abilities.
Okay,
Maybe
so
Thraz.
Thrash should be the Tengu pilot. Zaldarog and Nolly get on your respective the fighter crafts. All right, be prepared to launch at the moment's notice, and yeah, I guess that should be it.
Would you like me to try and take over our defense array to shoot their ship?
Should we try and talk our way out of this?
I say buy some time while I try to get in. Either way, if we have to go to fighting, the more time we have to prepare, the better.
We know their
Okay,
capabilities.
okay,
now.
I'll try to stall for time. I'll do that.
Okay. So we'll say that you guys can all take a maneuver, maybe 2 maneuvers, one to get out of your Tengu seat and another to get in your Mongrel and Shrike seats. We can also say that
Mhm.
Clan Rue gets into their Tidewolves that they brought along.
Can maybe some of the Clan Rue also take over the Tengu cannons? Like, if some be fine to use those ones since those are probably stronger than their Rue Scavenger fighters.
Sure. They
Chris,
will
will
not
this-
be rolling very well because they are
Uh,
minions.
Will this be like? Will people require 2 maneuvers to do stuff?
Just to do the moving for Zaldenrock and Nolly.
Okay. In that case, is there 2 strain? I'm gonna make them do the 1 strain by using my
Ooh.
field commander ability.
Okay, that means
so-
that they are fully ready to move. They don't need to spend strain themselves.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna do a quick 2 difficulty leadership check, and I think that should clear everyone.
Okay.
We're on the Tengu, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Can I, or do we have like any sort of like escape pods or any bays that allow us to launch like larger missile or tactical weapons?
Are you trying to
How
shoot
many-
yourself at the other ship?
I was given a command to prepare to launch. I am going to translate that to launching myself. Yes.
You're gonna go into the cargo bay. That's probably the best thing you can do.
We don't have missile
I
pods
don't
on
think
the
we
ship.
do.
No,
so
I
that's
don't
why I was
think.
thinking of like.
Don't we
escape
have the
pods.
thing that lets you do the Star Wars teleport thing?
You have transit diodes. That would come up in a scan though. If
No, yeah.
they would
Okay.
detect that immediately.
Sin can teleport without.
Sin
Yeah.
can teleport.
Okay.
Sin can teleport. Is there a reason we're going immediately to fight?
I think that you
Oh,
guys
this-
are getting ready in case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
Yeah.
said
No,
that
no.
our shit is their shit, and it's definitely wrong.
Like I'm going to stall for time, but because of the fact that their fighters are like engines are rumbling indicates that they're probably gonna take this very hostilely.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
pirates.
And I mean, Nolly's gonna say on the comms too, like, Thraz, you better back him up on this. You know Ziel. She's apparently your friend.
Well, tenuous friend at this point. There's been some ups and downs.
They
All right,
used
I'm
to
gonna
fuck.
try and get into our base so I can get our defenses up and kick out these guys. You guys
Okay.
buy me as much time as possible and get the fighters ready.
Bear in mind that that will become immediately detected and it will be a hostile action.
If I hack into them onto my
Oh,
base,
hack into them.
I
Okay,
want to hack
that'll
into my
probably,
own system
that might
so
also
I can
be
then steal their
detected.
shit. I mean, it would take a little bit.
It wouldn't pop up on their scanners, but if they suddenly lose control of their weapons, that might
Yeah.
come up on their
I wouldn't.
hostile
I wouldn't, of
animator.
course, I wouldn't, of course, make it happen until we need to. But I want to be inside of our stuff to do it when we need to.
I'm pretty sure our base also has like internal security and locks. That was one of the things that
It does.
I
They've
asked
had
for.
ample time to break through them, though.
Okay.
Yeah, this is me trying to regain our system and just
Yeah,
doing that.
That makes
Like,
sense.
I won't trigger anything until we say the go ahead, but I want to get in there first.
Got
What
it.
I'm learning about this is there's essentially no amount of effort we can put into keeping this base secret and keeping it secure that will not immediately get ruined as soon as we leave it for a week.
We put a thruster on the
To be
asteroid and push
fair,
it somewhere else.
this one was Thraz's fault.
Yes, and we also like got our SAR to come and help us instead of staying in base. So
No,
it's kind
Yeah,
of their fault too.
you spent a story point to accept that devil's bargain, yes.
Yeah, well, that's the devil's bargain, and now this is the devil.
Some were
Okay.
still there, just not enough to stop anything.
So Nolly, you
Yeah.
give that advice to Thraz from the mongrel.
Yes, yeah, like on the comms.
Wait, Thraz knows this person? You hear from behind your shoulder, and you look back, and Maddie is there.
Well, yeah, he talking. Wait, Matt? What are you doing here?
Well, you said to stay behind with the Nalu, but they're the enemy, so I figured out what you were thinking about without, reading between the lines. Like, you weren't going to leave me behind. Obviously.
Oh my god. Oh
And
my god.
so it was kind of
Maddie-
easy to sneak past them, because I'm kind of like a trained operator. Anyway, who are these guys? Like, should we be killing them, or...
Yes, shoot
know-
them hard with your gun. Make
You know-
yourself useful if you're gonna be a stowaway. I'm here too, walking to my ship.
Rooting,
I am also in the cockpit
I'm
of your
sick
ship.
of this bullshit. Let's blow these guys out of the water and get back to our base so we can get back to things that actually fucking matter.
While Zaldenrock just says this just unprompted over the comms, Nolly's like, "Oh yeah, that's Zaldenrock. He gets kind of frustrated about when we're not shooting people. He might also not be well, but that's beside.
I'm gonna
Prof.
interrupt and say like we can open communications, clear the comms, and then wait for my signal. Okay, and I'm gonna reopen the comms to the Sobek, and basically say like and going like, oh, thank you very much for your courteous offer. Um, what would this new base entail? I'm basically just gonna ask a lot of questions and stall. I don't know what the role's gonna be.
Okay, well, if you're trying to stall, then that's deception. I would think, because they would pick up that you're trying to deceive them and stall.
Yep, I'm so bad at this.
Okay.
Do you want assistance with deception? Because I have ranks.
Draz is good
Yeah.
at deception.
Yep, that'll be helpful. Okay, so
What's your cunning? I think we can use like somebody's ranks and somebody's stat. So
That's true.
I have 3 ranks. If someone has higher cunning, that might be good.
Thraz has 4 cunning
Um.
and
But-
3 ranks in deception.
Okay, so he's probably there's no advantage for me to help other than probably give a boost.
Okay, that can be a boost. Their vigilance is 2 purples, 2 reds.
okay, 2 purples, 2 reds. Okay, so I get a boost, and then I just need to roll for it, right?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna use a story point. Let's see, to upgrade, because this is gonna end badly.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
up?
I think I misunderstood. I thought that if Thraz was going,
Krav is doing the roll because Krav spoke up.
Yeah, Krav is doing the roll. I can give him a boost, or is there some way that he can use my ranks, or my stat instead of just giving a boost? Maybe that might be better.
Krav has 2 cunning. You said you have 4?
Thraz has 4.
Thraz has 4. I also have 2, but I have 3 ranks in it. So.
Oh, that's better than Krav's ranks. Krav has 0 ranks in deception.
Okay, so instead of giving him the boost, I'll give him my ranks in deception.
Which is equivalent to 3 upgrades for you, Krav.
Okay, that's 4 upgrades grand total after the story point.
Okay.
You know what? That's probably the goodest it's gonna get. Also, I will since it's a social encounter, I'll do an aim, which does a boost or a
boost.
Okay, 2 boosts, 4 upgrades.
Ooh.
Let's do this. Whew.
That's good.
That's very good.
That's actually a triumph. That's interesting. So you successfully buy some time. So I'll say that they don't immediately attack, which is good. I'll say that maybe you have accidentally revealed your flaw. What is your flaw, Krav?
Oh, there's so many.
Which do I choose?
I thought you were the superior race.
The flaw is intolerant.
That's right. So this comes through, and you decide to be the one to deceive. And as Thraz like puts his finger on the comms because like it's his friend, and he's like, "Okay, well I guess I'll." And then Krav just seizes it from him. Listen here, you little shit, and tries to waste time, tries to get elaboration from the Mentak, and ZL is being accommodating, but is getting pissed off by how much you're talking down to her. With your triumph, you have the option to deal a critical remark, reveal any one of her motivations, or
motivations are clear.
Or I will also allow a devil's bargain to. You can do a coercion check right now, and if you succeed, they will leave. But
Oh, but they're gonna come. They're gonna come back. with
if
a
they
greater force.
fail, you will. If you fail this coercion check, they will immediately attack. That is my
Okay.
devil's bargain.
Okay, you know what? Let's do a coercion
Okay.
because I'm pretty okay at it.
All right. Coercion is against discipline. Let's check their discipline.
6. You're like, I thought it only goes to 5. No, it goes to 6.
Their discipline is the same as their vigilance, unfortunately. So still 2 purple, 2 red.
Okay, it's pretty spicy. I'm not going to hog any more story points. Let's go to coercion.
Oh,
Wow,
no.
I've never. Wow, coercion is my good thing.
Oh yeah.
Do you have any
That's
reroll
bad luck.
abilities?
Was it?
Do you have any reroll abilities or anything like that? Like
Oh
talented?
no,
or
no, I
anything?
don't have against all odds. So
Yeah, that
Can
too.
Thraz inspire him?
That's potentially true. Let me see if I have one of Krov's doohickeys. And also remember how it works. Thank you for that.
what does Inspire do?
It does allow
I'm gonna
rerolls.
post- I'm gonna post it in the notes.
Where is it?
Coercion is the one thing I don't fail in this game. That's weird.
Okay. Well,
There's
he
always the chance for you to roll blanks.
doesn't officially know your strength or desire, but
Mhm, No, I've been pretty clammed up about those things.
I do
Everyone
think
knows my flaws.
actually you just accidentally revealed your flaw. I guess
Okay,
it's
Yeah,
not a
like,
strength or
oh.
desire, but maybe I'll allow it this time. Maybe I'll spend a story
Okay.
point for this. All right. You can reroll up to 3 dice of your choice during the next check. So why don't you reroll that blank yellow, that blank green, and that 1 advantage yellow.
Okay, so 2 yellows and
Ooh,
green.
actually,
okay.
maybe you should reroll that red despair.
Okay.
Do you agree with that, or?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so 1 yellow, 1 green, 1 red. Okay, let me see if I.
We'll just have to manually calculate the results.
Yep.
Okay. So it's a net positive of 1. Okay, so I think despair still goes through. The advantage, so it's canceled out by the despair. Along with 2
Actually,
advantages.
so despair also counts as a failure. So if we re-roll that, the despair goes away, but the failure stays. Your new success, your new 2 successes would actually overcome that by 1. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be 4 successes total and 1, 2, 3 failures.
Thank you for counting.
Yes.
Okay, so how do we do this? I'm gonna maybe Thraz mutes the mic and is like, listen, Ciel is not like a big captain. She has big britches, but she has never been able to fill them. If you can tell her that the captains would probably seek revenge or something for this, then she'll probably back down. Also, if she knows that she's outgunned.
Okay.
So
All right.
maybe we'll say that I'll hand it over to you. What do you want to say to Ziel that will be the final nail in the coffin to get her to leave with your coercion check that is now a success?
You're making a dangerous gambit here. You're in the smack dab of the Muat, which we driven off, along with the help of the Nomad. Are you really willing to make an enemy of that entity as well?
The Nomad hasn't been here, and the Nomad's busy elsewhere. You can't, and then you just kind of like double down. What would you really want to represent the Mentak against the Nomad, and then she like stops and then says, "One moment," and she like stops the connection. You guys have a moment to breathe before she comes back and says, "We realize that we have a difference of opinion. You can have your base back and your mining soul back, as was originally detailed in the plan. My admirations to the Nomads' machinations, or whatever."
Okay.
The fighters dock inside of your ship, and there's a transmission of transit diodes from your base, but then the fighters zoom off, leaving the carrier empty, and your base empty as well.
Whew.
You did it.
I'm gonna message our base to make sure that our peeps are safe, the little dog people that are left.
There is eventually a response. "Oh, they captured us. They put us in like a makeshift brig and everything. Look, we're safe. They're gone. I don't know what you told them, but they're gone."
All right, we're gonna update our security when we get down. Get the base prepared for our landing.
Of course, right away. That's not the captain, right? No, the captain's a Letnev. Oh, who's the Tsar? I don't know.
You remember me and Yara? I'm the one who helped invite you guys.
Of course, Officer Yara. Officer's good, yeah, officer.
Say science officer Yara, and I turn off the comm.
All right, you guys are back at base. Hooray!
It's a nice little base. We just got to put a thruster on this asteroid and move it somewhere else.
I really,
worlds.
honestly, I feel extremely stressed out because I had to invoke the Nomad's name for this, and it's like that's gonna bite us.
We don't want it coming back, but it's not like the first time he helped. In a way,
Mm.
it means we definitely got to do his mission, though.
I honestly think like we genuinely might need to ditch this base. This base is kind of a death trap.
Yara wants to build things here.
Okay, we can have an inter-party conflict about that later. I think
Yeah,
we
yeah,
need to do our
yeah.
downtime. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
pretty much.
So let's do more downtime activities. You guys are at your base. You've gotten rid of the Mentak menace. I think at this point,
Shepard
so
immediately goes to the biodome.
oh, okay,
Sounds about right.
yeah, we can do that.
He has access. He's
He has
gonna play with
access.
his plants, and also bring his new plant to the garden.
Ah,
Perfect,
shit,
yeah,
where's
perfect.
assistant?
I
Didn't
can
bring the
imagine
tokens.
everyone else is docking their ships, running checks, unpacking. Shepard just beelines it past everyone, does absolutely
Yep.
nothing, goes straight to the bio facility.
Daddy, by the way, if you're gonna be here, we need to register you so that the defenses don't think you're a hostile.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. When after that all settles and comms get restored, Nolly like sheepishly says over comms, "Hey everyone, I've got a surprise."
Maddie
Yeah, we heard you on
descends the mongrel's little landing ramp and arms outstretched. Ah, so this is what the place looks like. I've heard so much about it, mostly by hacking into your records in the Tengu, but
Stuff
yeah,
her in
it's
the
pretty good.
brick.
What? You can't do this to me.
Well, we need to register you first. She can, if we get her registered, it's fine, right? Then we can see where she is on the base. You don't want to
Listen-
be too aggressive, Krav.
Listen, Maddie, for now, you're technically a stowaway, and you illegally found your way onto my ship. We're gonna sort this out. It'll be okay. We just need to think about it for a little bit, okay? And you can cool off. I will come bring you something nice to drink, okay? All right, gotta go talk to the captain.
What? You? The SAR bring Maddie to probably where they were being stored. We'll say maybe it was in this storage facility.
Just like a janitor closet. They set up like a few barrels and are just like, here's a seat.
And we retrofitted the locks on the doors, so now it doesn't let you in. Also, I not find assistance token, so I made a new one. Yippee! Assistant will go with Shepard.
Yay!
All right. So I have a few things planned. Krav, I figure we can have a small, like, one roll encounter to
Okay.
discipline Clan Rue.
Oh, that. Yeah.
So I was gonna put you guys together, and your goal of this encounter is to convince the clan that what they did was wrong and that they need to follow orders.
Okay. Yeah, I can totally do that. Basically, I'm just gonna say like explain like their leadership orders are given for an actual reason, not for arbitrary whims, and this was the reason why everyone was made to stay here. By dividing yourselves up, you have exposed each other to danger.
Let's call this a leadership role, and we'll call it difficulty 3.
Okay, let me clear this out.
Also, I'll give you a boost since you technically got 2 advantages on your last check.
This will be good enough.
Yeah, it's good enough. Maybe we'll just delete the threat.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm fine with that too.
So, you discipline the clan. They kind of start barking like excuses, but you shut them down. This is not even that stressful of a thing. This is just like a military like thing for you. You're used to, maybe not used to insubordination on this level, but the Tsar are kind of more independent than Letnev that you've led in the past. Eventually you like ask like which one of you like is the leader among you, and one of them steps forward and says, I guess that would be me. I'm the one that convinced everyone else to do it. I take responsibility for the clan, and from now on, I'll make sure that they listen to your commands, Captain Croft, Saida Olergo.
And it's like I just was like understood, but I hope you learn that this is for your safety.
Of course. We have been used to being independent in the past. We were driven by one call before, but without that, it's hard to listen. We will obey now. We want to be the best that we can be.
Yes. Inside my mind, I'm just going like fuck yeah. But outside, it's like, I'm glad that I have your trust. We will get far if you stick with me.
Of
Pra's
course.
middle manager is just like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
Ultimate power."
basically. Micromanagement power.
You eventually like ask what this particular Tsar is called, and he gains the meta narrative protection of a first and last name. He defines
no.
himself as, I am Gao Ru,
Yaoru.
Captain, well, Chieftain of Clan Ru. Change that.
It's actually really easy to remember.
You're just thinking of a kangaroo, aren't you?
No,
mean, They've always been Clan Ru. At least
no,
from what I've
because
seen.
he's a dog. There's a game called Garo, Mark of the Wolves. So it's just like, oh yeah, that's an easy name to remember for me,
Oh,
and
Lu.
just for me.
He's a Lu Gao Ru.
Yeah.
All right. Congratulations, success. Shepard,
Yes.
you go to the storage facility where your biome is set up.
Yay.
assistant is there and is impressed at the growth that has happened here since they were gone. There's lots more plants everywhere. Spores are thick in this room. It has kind of escaped, and you notice it has also like forced the door open and kind of made it permanently open, unless it gets repaired. The vines are now choking into like parts of the facility. They're dug into the side of the walls where the asteroid is. And another thing that is of note is that a few creatures leave the room. You notice that there's been a lot of activity here. There's what appears to be feces all over the ground, and feathers as well.
It's been 2 weeks.
You are met with two squawking birds about the size of a football, and each one bears a hornbill kind of shape to their head, and the same color patterning as a member of your crew.
Great. Are they at least happy? Are they content? Or are they squawking because I'm invading their territory now?
They are squawking. They are content, but disturbed. It looks like there's a lot more than just two here. You get onto the computer and you scan the facility, and you note that there's probably about 24 of them loose in the facility. I will call this encounter the Zalden flock.
When the fuck did this happen?
Amazing.
Did I miss a session?
No,
Shepard took
birds a long time ago.
Shepard a long time ago took a sample from you and was doing experiments and succeeded at a roll, and this is the result of it now. There are clones, primordial clones of Zaldenrock.
It's discarded DNA. They are not the crew member. It is simply trash.
However, this is going to be a nightmare if you have to explain this to Krav. You will need to get them.
I will attempt to clean up.
Before Krav notices. And someone will need to probably distract Krav. So, who are you going to get to help you?
Is assistant helping me with the cleanup?
I will assist in any way that you need.
I appreciate assistant. Assistant is amazing. I am now going to directly go to Krav and try and pull in his bird sympathy.
Krav's bird sympathy?
I mean, sorry, Zaldenrock's bird sympathy.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say, like,
he's intolerant by nature.
Yes.
Is bird sympathy? You're gonna walk Zaldarak being like, okay, first of all, I made a bunch of tiny clones from you. I'm gonna need you to be on board with that first. Now, I also need you to help me catch them.
I'm not gonna mention that they're clones, but I am gonna mention there's a bunch of birds hanging out.
It'd be funnier if he just happened to come across
Figure
one and he'd be like,
sure.
what the fuck is that?
So, Zaldarak, by the way, there's a bunch of birds in the biodome, unrelated. There's really no reason why they're there. He walks in, they all look like him.
The door's been ajar open, so they might not be all in the biodome.
They are, in fact, all over the facility. Zaldenrock,
Okay,
I will go with your suggestion and say that you are in the crew quarters, and you open your door, which automatically opens. Like, you guys didn't really feel the need to lock it or anything. And then you hear a rattling in the vents as you're like mid-shower, and then a hornbill bearing your face bursts into the room and cocks its head at you and like gives a little chirp that sounds almost like your voice if it was higher pitched, but not even words. You then get a call over the comms of Shepard saying, "This is Shepard trying to reach Zaldenrock."
Yes.
Requesting assistance.
Does it have to do with the birds that are roaming? Also, why are there birds roaming?
They are not technically your kin, but they may be slightly related to you. I request your assistance to help.
I didn't even ask if they were mine.
That was unprompted.
Unprompted. They're not yours, but please help.
With what? Slaying them?
Preferably not, but containing them. The biosphere has been riddled with weeds.
We don't have time for this. grab this one by the throat and
Ah!
walk it over to Shepard's biodome.
The rest of us in the crew quarters see Zaldenrock come through a door with what looks like a small version of him by the neck, walk through the crew quarters without making eye contact or saying anything, and then go through the door on the other side.
He did just come out of the shower too, so he is very
This is
like
a
soggy bird.
Yes.
Fucking Star Trek ass episode.
Oh no, the tribbles.
This is a Deep Space Nine.
Oh
And
no.
then,
I put it
and then
in
we're gonna
screen-
zoom into
Wait,
Krav.
They
I
can
re-
self-replicate?
Yeah,
I
right.
remember their face when they died.
But you know, life finds a way.
I put it in the stream memes, but like this is for Zaldenrock, like if one of us in real life just encountered like a gnome.
Just terrifying.
Yeah, just a very small human just drops out of the vents. What?
What?
Yes,
Sin,
Shepard.
I've not dressed and I am not in the mood to talk. The fuck are you?
Are you seeking anybody else's help?
No one yet
I'm-
currently.
I have a convenient thing that could possibly help because I think Nali wants to negotiate with Krav to not treat Maddie quite so badly.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that could be distracting him while the rest of the people do stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like
was,
that.
I was gonna. How about
Yeah, that's
Yara
great.
with them too? Because Yara would probably be the other one that would be.
I
Yara
love
will
how we're all just,
also
like,
help.
trying not to piss off Daddy.
Maybe
These
we'll
are not
say
harmful
that
different
creatures.
reasons.
that Nolly, you are with Krav in the meeting room. I'm gonna get
Yeah,
all these
that sounds
guys
about
out
right.
of here. Maybe put them
Can-
in
Could I
the
be with them too?
defense grid. on
Okay, so
shift.
Nolly, Krav, Yara in the meeting room talking to each
Yes.
other. Shepard, Zaldenrock. Shepard probably is going to ask Sin for some help because there definitely is going to be birds like right outside of that meeting room. Like, please get it. Just a bird sitting there like looking at everyone and it just disappears in a second.
Yeah, not for nothing. If Yara was doing regular diagnostics, she'd notice too. So this is good to separate her.
Each eye blinks independently and then it runs off.
Rah.
All right. Why don't we
Want me to
do?
roll?
Yeah, let's have Shepard and Zaldenrock start these rolls. How do you want to go about getting the Zalden flock back into control? I would venture survival could work here. Perhaps vigilance. Perhaps coordination.
Shepard would like
Coercion?
to kind of give this portion of it probably to Zaldenrock for assistance while he works on the door.
Oh yeah.
It seems like the door itself is like it's been ajarred by all the vines and everything. He needs to weed and hack back some of the foliage to like actually close off the enclosure.
Okay. I'll maybe call this a. What if this is a brawn-based mechanics check? Does that make sense? That's
Yeah, sure.
something we can do.
I'll punch some vines.
Yeah, I'd just punch it in manually or whatnot. Whatever your brawn is, plus your ranks in upgrades to from mechanics, whatever your mechanics ranks is.
2 ranks mechanics, so it's actually not too bad.
Yeah. So brawn with 2 upgrades. And Zaldenrock, what do you want to do for this roll?
Survival.
Okay, survival. Let's call the door difficulty 3. Let's call the lock difficulty. I'm just gonna look up their defenses. I'm gonna call it difficulty 3, and I'm gonna give you a setback for this.
So just difficulty 3, 1 setback.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sniffing for droppings. Looking for physical signs.
Yeah.
Nests.
Stalking through the
Things.
halls.
I'm threatened by my own. What a roll.
Damn.
I really
Damn.
don't know how you want me to like manually set this up to roll it.
There is
Oh, we
a
just
thing
added,
called
like, all the-
dice pool at the top of your
Okay,
character
fine.
sheet.
Been a minute.
It has been.
The green dice is your ability, and the upgrades is the ranks, because that's basically how it works.
I don't think I meant to use a story point. I also don't know what the difficulty is.
Difficulty 3.
Okay. Great. One success, one advantage,
Yeah.
one triumph.
Hey, that's good. That's a good roll.
Yeah, that's a good roll. So, interesting. Zolnrock, I'm gonna give you a setback to your next roll. They've been rather wily. They keep going into the vents, and it forces you to like completely change your direction. And
Listen to me, I am your elder.
I do not believe that it works that way.
Shepard, you root out all the weeds from the necessary parts of the mechanism. You get the door to work again. You can boost the next check to somebody, and I think that should be Nolly. So I'm gonna go to her next.
Yeah, go for it. Technically, Nolly is assisting with distracting Krav without realizing it.
How do you want to spend the triumph? Actually, I'll allow you to spend the triumph to capture 5 birds inside of the door.
I mean, yeah, I'll immediately take that. How many birds am I supposed to be trying to capture now?
So I'm just giving them a hit point pool, and you guys are kind of dealing damage to them, quote unquote. So I'm just dealing 5 damage to this flock of 20 birds.
Okay.
All right, Nolly.
Yeah.
You're trying to convince Krav to be nicer to Maddie. Yara is there also.
Yeah. The general pitch, I'm gonna frame it as, I guess, negotiation. The general pitch from Nolly is something like, listen, I did not think she would be here. She was stowed away on my ship. We can't help her here. What she needs is serious help. But now that she's here, we're gonna have to deal with it. So I would offer, I will keep an eye on her. More than anything else, she's just lonely. I will take responsibility. I'll be with her the whole time she's here. If she needs to leave the station, it'll be with me. Just let me keep an eye on her, and I'll figure out a way to get her where she needs to go once she's ready.
Krav, what is your negotiation? I think it was 4 green last time.
Let me just do a quick check. Negotiation is 4 greens. Yes.
I'm going to spend a story point to upgrade this one. And I'm going to say that the upgrade is that a hornbill comes out of a vent and silently lands on a chair behind Krav. Nolly, you witness this.
Oh, the tension is palpable.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yara looks at the bird, looks at Krav, looks at Nolly, looks at comms.
She's gonna pull her to Savant to do a diagnostic check on the system as she kind of like tries to put a chair in front of the bird.
Maybe Yara like puts a paw up with like a single finger and is about to say something, but thinks better of it and turns away.
I am gonna motion to Nolly, being like, just distract him for a second. And I'm gonna pull up my Savant to look at shit.
Krav is
I'm
visibly
trying to, like,
proud of what he's done with the SAR, but also, of course, visibly annoyed as usual.
I'm stepping in front of the bird to keep it like hidden. I'm looking up stuff.
Okay, Nolly, your difficulty is 3 purple, 1 red. You have a boost from Shepard.
Yes, I am just looking at the story point rules, because you spent 1 to upgrade it. I would like to spend a story point to use adaptable, which I think can be done, because
Yeah,
it's
you
not
can
like
do that.
I'm spending to upgrade. It's not that conflict.
Yeah, we've allowed that in the past, I think.
Okay, so I'm going to spend a story point to adaptable to use my ranks in brawl instead, and that's going to kind of flavor the argument also of being like, hey, you know how capable I am. Yes, she might not be the most stable, but if I can keep her under check, you'll have another one of me to help on missions.
Ooh, that's pretty convincing for
Yeah.
Captain.
Okay, so let's, all right, boost, 4 purples, upgrade on the difficulty, and then I roll mine. Nice.
Okay, that's a pretty convincing argument, Krav.
Yeah, he does like you. So 2 of you is pretty good.
Yeah. All right. And so the conditions of it are that Nolly basically will not let Maddie out of her sight.
You do come in pairs, essentially.
It's basically, yes. So, I guess what's Yara doing?
Panicking.
Yara's gonna be like, she's trying to. Well, she first wants to see what the deal is with this. So she did want to do like a data scan of the thing because she wants to get back into her system. Would she now know what's happening in Shepard's area?
I'm gonna say there's no roll needed. It'll just take a maneuver.
Okay.
Maybe, yeah, I'll just say it takes a maneuver to scan the ship, and you realize that there's a whole bunch of tiny life forms on the ship, moving erratically.
Okay, Yara, knowing this now, is going to tell Krav, yeah, so if that's the case, I can set up Maddie with, some basic security clearance, and also now that we have her, I can make sure she's somewhat tracked on the ship so she doesn't pull a Houdini as easily. I'm gonna take care of that, and I'm just gonna try and guide this thing without Krav noticing outside the build.
Do you
outside
take
the
your
room.
lab coat off and try to throw it over the thing?
Just
Yeah,
like,
I'm gonna get on that.
I'm gonna get on that. I'm gonna take care of this. We can do this easily, Krav. That way for security, it's fine. Let me go take care of this. I have to go to the other room.
You seem very nervous. Eyes narrow.
I'm gonna allow a stealth or coordination check versus Krav's vigilance.
Oh, I was going to say, this is like a perfect thing where it's like, you seem very nervous. There's a pregnant pause. It's good. Always be suspicious of new crew members.
Yeah.
Carry on.
This wouldn't be deception.
I would allow deception.
Yeah,
I have
deception is
slightly better
fine.
deception.
Vigilance is 3 green, by the way, if you need.
Okay.
still need
So
it.
difficulty 3 versus my deception 4.
And I'll give
Yeah.
you a situational boost because Nolly is distracting Krav.
Okay. Because I'm just like, I need
Okay,
to
right
follow-
now, I can tell that everyone's lying to me.
Oh no!
It's like, how many things have you ordered? There's like, how many ships have you guys ordered?
Oh, okay.
I tried to do better. Actually, my stealth was about the same anyway, so it's whatever.
So you got
Okay.
2 advantages. How do you want to spend those?
I'll give a boost to the next
Next
person.
check. That isn't me.
Probably the next
That
check
isn't
that
Krav.
isn't Krav. Krav
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
the antagonist here, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna say that this is probably compromised.
Oh.
Krav turns around and sees the thing, like something moving underneath your cloak, and obviously is like, "What's that?"
A beak pops up underneath it.
Okay. It's like, Seymour, why is a bee coming out of your oven?
Aurora Borealis?
A miniature hornbill localized entirely underneath your lab coat. May I see it?
Okay, so Krav, I guess.
What do you say?
What's your response? I'll say that you've seen something that Yara has tried to hide from you. I'll maybe say you don't know exactly what it is yet.
Okay. It's like, why is your posterior enormous all of a sudden? Because it's under your coat. So your ass is just gigantic and wiggling.
They're.
What are you hiding there?
Yeah, I can't think of a better. I want to cover for Shepard because I don't want to escalate, but I can't think of anything other than a containment
Cybernetics?
breach.
Help!
My tail?
I'll say I didn't want to say anything, but I've had Sin help me install some cybernetics, and I need to fix them. That's why I got to rush off.
Oh no, the cybernetic BBL.
It's
Yeah,
not.
okay, so you're trying to distract me by saying like, okay, ignore the gigantic bird monster. I just obeyed your order about the cybernetics. It's
Yes.
about me now.
There's a bigger issue at
It's
hand.
perfect, actually. I love it.
I'm gonna motion to Nolly to kind of like try to distract him again. This is a bit of a medical thing. I need to head out now.
Krav, I think this might be a vigilance check, unless you can think of something better.
No, I'm just gonna let them go. Is there a chair in that
Yeah,
room?
there's chairs.
Okay, I'm gonna sit in the chair, and I'm gonna do the Shinji pose of just despairing while looking down onto the ground, and I think I'm just gonna let them go. I am very stressed out.
This has gone far beyond my control.
Okay, I gotta say this. This is a zoo. This is literally a zoo.
This place is a literal zoo.
Now he's gonna look at the bird as it leaves and salute, be like, all right, well, looks like I have a mission for our new crew member, Captain. I will be leaving.
I'm gonna immediately text Nolly through her savant. We should go check out on Shepard in the storage area. This seems to be a breach of containment.
Understood.
Hey, Sin, what are you up to during this time? I'm going to spend a story point and say that a hornbill has appeared in the vent that you are currently crawling through.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
Oh, it's
These
just
were
as
my
scared as you
vents.
are.
They've nested.
You might.
Jay, are you there?
Oh, yes, I am there. I'm trying to think of what to.
I am sorry.
Hello. He like waves at the bird. He's like, "Hello, friend."
It has a notable red dot on its breast feathers.
Ooh, new friend.
It also looks
Baby.
almost identical to Zaldenrock.
Deep sigh. Come here. Come here. I have feather from your father.
Daddy's feather.
I have daddy's feather. Do you want to
Not my
come with
child.
me?
I think we'll call this a survival check, and I'll give you a boost because you have Daddy's feather.
I was going for like negotiation. Come here.
I'm afraid it doesn't listen to words.
Okay.
If you had treat,
Okay.
maybe that would have been negotiation.
Fair.
I would have still called it survival. Survival is the purview of animal handling, I think.
Okie doke. So I get a boost because I have daddy's feather.
Yep.
And what's the difficulty?
I'll say that this is. Ooh. We'll say it's difficulty. Difficulty 2.
2 perks. Okie dokie.
It squawks. Oh, you do actually get a boost from Yara, but I don't think it's gonna change this effect. But you can roll it to see if you get more advantages. The Zaldenflock bird shrieks at you and starts making loud noise as it tries to desperately flee down the vent.
Oh.
You have 3 advantages. That's interesting. You can learn the true goal of the target. I think you've intuited what's happened. I'll allow you to intuit what's happened from those 3 advantages.
Okie doke. Oh, Shepard. Call me Shepard. Shepard? Why is
Sin?
there a baby Zaldenrock in the vents?
It is technically not of Zaldenrock's offspring. It is a mistake. I currently need help. The entire biome has been breached. Please help.
Okay, so we need to collect the baby Zaldenrocks?
Yes,
Okay.
preferably before Krov sees.
Ah.
You don't know.
There was 1, and then there was 2. Now there is 24.
Oh my. Okay, well, I'm following now the Zaldenflock bird that I have discovered, and I am following it.
Okay, we'll say that you are collectively with Zaldenrock now on retrieval duty. And Shepard, you've finished the door, so you can also assist with this.
Oh, thank God.
So I guess each of you can make a survival check if you want to get them unharmed. And we'll call this a quote-unquote attack against the Zaldenflock. So I'll say it's difficulty 2 with 1 setback.
Survival check, right?
Do I still
Survival.
have the boost because of Daddy's feather?
I'll say yes. And Zaldenrock has just has an additional setback in this case for just this roll because of the last one.
I think I crushed one.
Oh.
Why are
Okay.
birds so hard to get?
Damn it. Alt.
They can
Hey, I think I
fly.
got one.
Yeah, I'll say that, like a social roll kind of, you've dealt 3 damage to it with your 1 success. But I'll say that Sin, you take 1 stress, chasing these things through the vents. Even though you have spider climb and are rather quick, they are quite small and quick, and are getting away from you. Zaldrock, I'll say that you take a strain as well from climbing into a vent yourself. And Shepard, how do you want to spend those advantages?
2. So I can give a boost to the next person. I wonder if there's anything else I can do.
You could give it to a specific person.
I thought that was 3.
No, that's 2.
Alright, who isn't gone yet?
They've all gone, but Yara and Nolly might be willing to help now.
We're probably headed over there with our
I'll
with the respective
give it
bird.
to Yara, because Yara's got the bird currently, and maybe needs it, just in case.
That's fair.
I'm going to spend another story point. You guys have all of the story points now. And I'm going to say that a bird... No, I'm going to say that Thraz is scrolling through like a computer console looking at like current events and news and stuff. And then a bird opens the automatic door that's like unlocked, kind of like waddles in to his room. And he just kind
Is he
of
on
like looks at
Grindr?
it. I'm not
just
going to let
imagine
this
is like a
ruin my
raptor
day.
now.
You know here.
He just shrugs and keeps like scrolling. The bird like squawks, and then Thraz just shoots at it. He doesn't even blink.
Get out of here.
Oh, he's the violent one, not me.
No,
Does he aim for it, or is he just trying to like shoot it?
normally he would do suppressing fire, but in this case he's just gonna shoot at it. He doesn't know what the fuck that thing is.
Damn!
Has no one seen a bird? Oh my
Just
god.
one shot at that.
Well,
Either way, Ali, he's a cat. Cats kill birds.
They
Yeah.
do kill birds.
Okay, so that's 5. So that's gonna deal another 5.
Thraz has a snack.
The bird is killed, and then he just like goes back to scrolling and says, "Computer lock doors." And that's the end of Thraz's vignette. Yara, Nolly, what do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna tell Nolly because she's probably better at handling this to bring the burn bird there. As I'm gonna start looking up stuff about Rock species, and head over to meet up with Shepard and hope that Rock's there because we need to figure out a way to corral them.
Oh, are you gonna
Some-
like do a computers check for this? Is that what you're trying
I was
to do?
gonna. I want to do like a research thing to see if we can do like a bird call thing or something.
Okay,
Just
I mean,
something to get them corralled.
you have that ability. I think that lets you replace roll with science. Is that true?
Basically, I didn't know if you wanted me to just, but my science is good just as is, so I didn't know if you wanted me to do computers or a science check because this is like a lore sort of thing I want to do.
If you're,
If I can come up with like a plan.
I think I'll have that happen if you're using that ability.
Okay, yeah, I'll use it.
All right.
Turn into a science check.
Okay. You use your science to simulate a bird call throughout the facility in targeted areas, trying to avoid Krov's meeting room where he's Shinjiing in a chair.
I'm simultaneously like looking at the savant to be like, okay, Krov's still there, and I can put it here, here, and here, and then we can put it down this hallway, and you just see me like tapping right. And you're the echo. Did you hear like? What would the difficulty on this be?
We'll call it the same. So difficulty 2 purple, 1 setback.
Okay.
And I'll give you a boost, and I believe you have a boost from Shepard.
Yes.
So 2 boosts.
Science. I should be able to do this.
Yeah, I think you did it.
Yeah, there we go.
5, 6.
You just hear quickly on the comm to Zaldenrock, what species of she-cry are you? Or what flock name? Your heritage? Real quick.
We don't really do that.
It's kind of racist for you to ask.
Oh, it's kind of like what Dracula Hornbills.
Okay, that's something I can work with. Does this sound good when you hear the bird cry?
Yeah, a little higher pitched.
That's better, and I make an adjustment.
No, too high pitched.
Okay, hold this version up to one of the hornbills, see if it works.
All right, you little bastard, get over here.
The bird tentatively, furtively
Brr, brr, brr.
approaches. It comes to the edge of the vent and cocks its head, giving little chirps of affirmation. It then flies down to your savant that's making the noise and starts pecking at it.
I grab
I'm
it.
gonna start blasting this through the areas that aren't
Wait.
around Krov, hopefully.
Wait, I could do that with my mouth. Why did I do this?
Well, I guess because
Computer, how do I
Yara,
speak secret?
I guess because Yara was trying to do it with your
testing it.
yeah, and it seems to work. You mimic the noise as well, realizing that you could just do this yourself.
Girl's just like, I'm doing it better anyway.
I'm gonna say that there is only one bird left because it's at 19 out of 20 hit points after Yara's attack, quote unquote. You have 4 advantages. I don't know how you want to spend those.
Can I give a boost to 2 different people? Would you let that? I know that's usually not how it is.
It's usually not how it is, but I'll allow it.
Okay. Because I can't really disarm somebody.
Nolly, do you want to go
Yeah.
next?
I would love to.
I think there is one left, and it is heading towards Krov's crew quarters, where he has finally retired to decompress.
Love it. Okay, well, Nolly is wearing a servant, so that's probably broadcasting. It's probably on the sub network, so that's probably broadcasting the call.
You have a text that says, play this to get the birds.
Yeah. Do you want like a coordination check to grab it or something as it's like trying to run like towards me or something like that?
Allow that.
Okay, cool. What difficulty?
I'll say it's difficulty 2 with a setback.
Okie doke. Difficulty 2, setback. I got a boost. I'm going to use a story point to upgrade this, because why not?
We don't want
And
Krov to see it, obviously.
Yeah. Let's roll coordination. Let's find out. Nice.
Success.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
It's coming towards her, and it's like about to run between her legs, and she grabs it with both hands, and then holds it like up, straight-armed, and locks eyes with it, and she has a very steely glare. And she looks this little bird in the eyes, looks it up and down. You are an abomination of nature, formed by science, not the womb. In this, we have much in common. Do we have an accord? Good. Now, let me take you back to where you belong. And she tucks it under her arm and starts walking back to the room.
It stares blankly while jerking its head, looking at all of the hallways that it's passing through as you take it back to Shepard. Everybody finally meets up with Shepard and has returned all of these Alden flock back into one place. It is missing one. You're not sure where that is, but there are no other life signs on the ship, so...
Nothing living represents this bird signature, so I think we got him. Shepard, what happened?
An early experiment. From discarded DNA. I will state that I did not take anything without consent.
You collected old Zalden rock feathers. I think that's apparent. But did you leave the machine on? Did you have one of the birds by itself? How did this happen?
I do believe that they reproduced on their own.
So they're incest birds?
I did not clarify whether or not they should be male or female, and maybe there was some sort of non-binary separation that changed them in the meantime. I forget what that guy's called.
Yeah, how did these birds reproduce specifically? Was it like they just can, what's that word, split apart into other birds, or were there enough birds being made by the
Did
clone
they
machine?
mitosis themselves?
Right. Or
Shepard
was
starts
the,
to explain the birds and the bees.
Yeah, or was the biological printer just jammed?
Yeah, that's
the
what I'm saying.
machine was just on.
That's what I'm saying.
I think
which is the
Shepard
case?
created multiple clones, intended them all to be the same gender, but they were not.
Life
So there
finds a
might
way.
be eggs chilling around here somewhere then. Everybody
will-
look for eggs.
We really should have just let them take over the base.
The Shikrai have
Crap.
taken over the base. The
Crap.
Archer's
Fascinating.
Flight.
He's 2 bottles of mushroom wine deep.
I would like to make note that the cloning machine usually does not last longer than 24 hours.
Let's make sure the cloning machine is off now. Can we inspect that to make sure it's not malfunctioning?
Oh, this was its own thing. This wasn't even from the cloning machine. This was just your forays into the cloning, the abilities of cloning, like your research into cloning.
Right, this was just DIY stuff.
Yeah,
The life finds a way.
you weren't able to create a perfect clone, mind you. That's why they are like this.
Yes, they are not as functional as a regular Shikrai. Can we
Okay.
make that assumption?
I was able to
Oh, yeah.
isolate some of the genetic code, but not all of it.
Absolutely, they do not function as like total Shikrai. They are birds.
Are we clarifying that they are simply birds?
They
and
are
not
birds.
Shikrai?
Regardless, I'm telling them that their combat training starts when they become of age.
They
I don't think they are
they look at you
sentient
and
enough.
squawk. Not all at once, mind you.
Yeah, can Zoldenrock actually communicate with them? Is that a thing?
No.
Is there any sort
I
Oh,
primitive sort of
I don't-
communication?
I
This
don't
is
think
Man
any
com-
more than you could communicate with a chimp.
yeah,
Or baby,
Precisely.
you know.
Sure.
but it's a good question to clarify. So, no, you cannot
this is-
communicate with them.
This is like if there was a wolf in front of me. Just because I'm a canid species doesn't mean I could talk with a wolf, or a chimp in front of Nolly. Like, just because there's genetic relationships doesn't mean that they have full functioning capacity. I don't
I'm
think-
clarifying for my own reasoning. I did not know if there would be any connection. Thank you for clarifying. I appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah,
Notes
your
Pluto versus Goofy.
Right, presumably your DIY stuff is not as advanced as the cloner, which we saw produced a Yara that could comprehend language.
A
and all that.
sentient creature with full functioning like stuff. Yeah.
Correct, but not the same memories.
Yep.
Yes.
So what should we do with these birds?
I do believe that the most important thing is that the biosphere was inhibited in its design. Something had grown and prevented the doors from keeping it sealed and protected. I need to weed.
And Nolly's going to look around at everyone else kind of
Light it up.
baffled and be like, well, no, I think the most important thing is that this doesn't happen again, right? I understand I'm the only other biological experiment here, but I mean, surely someone else agrees with me.
I mean, yes, and containment is much more important. You know what? One of the first things, considering these things multiply, we might need to. I don't think we need to kill them all, but we should get them fixed. Somebody bring in a medical table. This might take a little while.
I can provide assistance. Assistant says.
Yes, yes. I need all hands on deck. There's how many are there? There's 19 of these things. God damn it! All right,
Yeah,
we're gonna start some sterilization for their own safety.
Arbrecht's got a veterinarian in there?
Of course.
Probably.
I'm gonna put a inquiry. Can we just flush them out?
Captain.
I was thinking you could just eat them, technically, if you really don't want them around, but I don't know how far you want to go with that.
That's why I was
No,
saying.
I mean
to
like
sterilize
the
them.
decompress the air. And it's like on the entire base.
Should come into. Everybody puts on a breather mask.
Everyone has
I mean-
spacesuits, right? So
And we do all have them concentrated in one space now, so
Mm.
we wouldn't have to vent the whole place, but it is an idea, yeah.
well, the important thing is like, do we actually have them all? That's my
True.
fear.
You have all of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Post our argument against Yara to state to not to deal harm to any experiment that has been created, or do any undue harm from those to the others. I forget the exact phrasing of it, but that was a stipulation that Yara had mentioned about
Sterilization
any
is
sort
for their own protection.
Mm-hmm. So are we harming them specifically for our own needs or for theirs?
For their needs, because they would put themselves in danger if they kept reproducing. Not to say this is an environment in the wild where they can produce
Euthanation
food.
is not the same as sterilization. There was euthanation through siphoning off air that was mentioned, just stating.
Yes, I did not suggest that. I just want to get
Okay.
them population-wise under control. It's up to kind of the rest of the crew if we're going to have chicken dinner or, I don't know, a weird enclosure for these things.
I think they're pretty, and also Shepard is going to make note that these could be something that is helpful for individuals if they ever need any sort of companionship.
They're a little big to be pets.
They're not the size of a horn, like not a hornbill. The shoe.
They're the size of a
They're
football.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were bigger than that. I
No.
thought these were like ostrich-sized things.
Definitely
No,
not.
no. I said they
Okay.
were the size of a football before.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
just
okay.
tiny birds.
They're
Alright.
gnomes.
They are gnomes.
That's better.
Assistant offers their assistance with carrying out the medical procedures so that you guys don't need to be bogged down with this.
Okay. We sterilize the bird, not euthanize the bird, at least.
So, at this point, you guys can each all do a new downtime activity. This will be the last one before we transition into other stuff.
I would like my downtime activity to be able to root out the entire biosphere because technically it is also a way to produce money by cultivating vegetables and stuff like that and all of the flora available. So do that.
I don't want this to be my activity, but I want to give an option to Nolly and see how they react to it.
Oh,
I'm going to let them know I have the notes. So I asked Nolly to come with me to like a corner, and then
well,
just being like, "Hey, so
yeah, go ahead.
I have the research notes that we downloaded from the facility. I was able to kind of smuggle that out from the Drua. They did not want to give an inch of this stuff. It might be dangerous to look at it on your own or to show to Maddie, and you might want some medical supervision, to be honest. But if you wanted to take a quick glance knowing this, I'd be fine with letting you have it, since of course this is most personal to you. I'm also here for guidance if you need any questions about it, as I do have resources and medical knowledge that you could probably utilize."
Wait, has anyone else seen these?
Not yet. I have kept them under lock so far onto my hard drives and encrypted. That's why I'm only letting you know so far, since this is so personal. You can either leave them alone for now or look at them, but as I said, given that you're so directly involved, it might be a little bit dangerous if you dig too deep too quickly.
Yar, no one should ever look at those ever again. You saw when she said those words, what that did to me?
I understand that, but there is certain aspects of medical knowledge that might be interesting, and I figured to some degree, if you want to deprogram Maddie, that it might be useful, and it might be useful to help maybe settle some aspects of your own situation.
Oh, maybe. Okay, for now, I trust you to keep it under lock and key, but just can you go in and if you see activation codes, verbal activation phrases, just delete them from my file and from Maddie's, please. Just do that. I understand that the other information could be useful, but just that code can't continue to exist.
I will do my best. That might take some, scouring of it, but for now, I'm probably going to leave the notes encrypted in the hard drive and separated for now. When I do open them, I will make that a priority.
And you're right, it's probably too dangerous for me to look, so I don't think I'll be able to help you, but...
I figured you might as well have a right to know that they exist.
Yeah, and it could be helpful for Maddie. I don't have any interest in knowing who I was before any of that. That's just who I used to be. That's not who I am now. There was some different girl before the program, and I'm not her.
As you will. As again, I just wanted to make sure you knew that it existed. I didn't want to keep that from you.
I understand, and I'm glad you brought it up, rather than keeping it secret. And actually, I do have something I could use your help with as well.
What would that be?
I've been having a hard time cracking this comm bead, and it was given to us from the Drua Queen. I think it might have a lead on another infield agent that we can neutralize and try to bring back.
I can probably help with that. With another encryption code break, we should have an algorithm somewhere here to help with that.
Cool.
I'm
I
gonna
just have a
say
question.
that will.
GM,
Yeah. What's up?
does that take my downtime activity if I help with that?
I think that you maybe won't need to. I'm gonna suggest that since you were the one that cracked the other one, I'm pretty sure, even though it passed hands a few times, I'm just gonna say you run the algorithm again.
Like I pass it off to Nolly to use, like this is what worked
Yeah.
last time type thing.
All right. Yeah, that sounds fine.
Cool.
That works.
So, I will let you know, Nolly, that what the combead had hidden on it was a transmission to somebody of unknown origin on the other end. It was going to Mechatol Rex, and it is an order to carry out an assassination. And it is punctuated with the firmament will rule. The throne will fall. So, normal stuff.
Yeah, no big deal.
Sorry, just typing it out.
Of course.
Everyone be distracted by the birds, but don't worry. Real things happening.
All right. Now, anybody else for a downtime activity? Like anything?
Okay, mine's simple. I just want to attempt to shop.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. Okay.
In fact,
I'm. Okay, go ahead.
yeah, just you can set that up on your own, honestly, because
Okay.
the
Just
rarity is
just
set
have
up
the
for you.
difficulty rounded down, right?
Yes.
Have the rarity run down.
And if you'd like, you
No.
can use Thraz to reduce the rarity by 2.
What's the skill needed to get it?
Either streetwise or negotiation.
Okay. Okay. I think I'm just gonna attempt to negotiate. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Okay, I think I'm just gonna just story point. Upgrade once. And let's go for negotiation. Oh, okay.
That's
I get the
good.
thing.
It's
I'm
getting
getting
your teeth.
I'm getting a portable FTL compact.
What does
Oh.
that do?
Basically, it can transmit something. It takes about two maneuvers to set up, but I can basically send out transmission within a system.
Nice.
Within so let me do a quick check. It can set up to minutes. Device power enough to send the emergency signals to neighboring star systems or contact someone clandestine without using a planetary FTL transmitter. So I can send out a secret message to a neighboring star system.
All right.
All right, I think that should
sounds
be
good.
it.
What was the rarity of that thing?
6.
Okay.
Back hurts still because my encumbrance is full now. That thing is 7.
You're basically like carrying now a what is it? One of those old school FM radios type thing.
It's a boom box.
So Thraz is going to ask for 5,000 credits from our group score. I believe that should be about how much is divided between everybody anyway. I said score. You guys have a collective amount of credits, but I figure he should at least do like the roll to try to get what he wants during the session. He's going to try and buy a ship, but he will have to dip into the crew's funds to get it.
Wait, he's buying another ship?
Yeah. This one's for him. It's for combat.
So like a little
We're
fighter
running out
ship.
of-
What's
we're
that?
This
running
guy
out
has
of
a
pilots.
collector problem.
Yeah. I mean, he did have a collector problem in his history. He collected ships. like he had lots of them. All right, so he's going to just have that be that rarity. And he's going to half the price with his ability once per session. And I think it's negotiation. And I think he's going to spend a story point for it. Get an upgrade. Just checking streetwise. Oh, it's the same. Okay. Okay, he succeeded. Fantastic. And he's going to give a boost to whoever's going next. But he just bought a interceptor fighter ship with all the bells and whistles that he wanted. Probably going to take him downtime activities to get it, but he did so. Okay, anybody else? Buying anything? Doing anything? If not, we will move on.
I want to do research.
Okay, what kind of research?
I want to research into warp technology to work with it into communication, so I'm going to go talk to Sin about it.
Okay.
Ooh, excellent. Okay.
So,
Sin is going to approach Yara and is like, I did not tell the captain. You did. Would you still be willing to assist?
yes, that's totally fine. Yeah, no, we were trying to lower the temperature on the birds. I had to make up something. The cybernetics seem to be working fine though, but under our previous discussion, I'd like to investigate some of this warp technology, see if I can incorporate it into making it a little bit safer for everyone involved.
Yes. About that, I would like to ask your assistance to maybe see if you could analyze what was done to me and maybe be able to reverse engineer the experimentation of Maha on some of my comrades. And he brings out the containment units that are holding the Red Legionnaires.
Pokeballs.
Yeah,
This
I don't
is a
think you've
l-
directly asked Yara to research this side of you.
I have not, at all. And because the warp ability, I'm also consenting Yara to be able to analyze how I warp and figure out how to replicate the technology. So I'm sharing all of the research that I have stolen about how the Red Legionnaires are used to fuel the Letnev
Mhm.
engines and all of that stuff. So I
Let's
trust Yara ish.
go to the laboratory. We got some things we can go over.
Yes.
Awesome.
Would you?
I think
So,
that this is a perfect opportunity to get an agenda for Yara. Sin's
Yay.
yours will come more. This is kind of like Sin's borrowing your research from your agenda in the past to try and progress hers.
yes.
Yes.
But don't worry,
Okay.
I know you have one more agenda clock left, Sin. We will get that during the one-shots.
That is a-okay. I am patient.
All right, Yara. This is all for an agenda point. So let's call this a science check. I think absolutely that's what this is. And I think it's difficulty 5, because this is research that nobody has done before. The entire Letnev barony cannot get much further than this without great risk and with great experimentation. So this is formidable. Difficulty 5.
Okay.
I'm
Do I get
definitely going to upgrade it once
Okay.
because I would like the chance for despair in there.
All right. Could I get any help from Sin? I don't have to be sneaky about this or anything. This is Sin trying to be helpful about it because they're interested in it too. Could I get a boost?
Sin is actively consenting to demonstrating his warp ability. So you have the Crimson Legionnaires as sort of a starting point and him as sort of an ending point, as well as the research that the barony has done. So
Okay. I'm going to call this an upgrade for Sin's For the Sin's
Assistant.
Sin's research, and I'm gonna call it a boost for Sin's assistance
Okay.
in this matter.
Okay.
So you have one good upgrade, one bad upgrade. You also have a boost.
I'm going to invoke Master, so I take 2 strain to basically lock in to
Mhm.
reduce the difficulty by 2.
Cool.
So this is difficulty 3. And I've pumped up my rank because that's my whole shtick. Because science is kind of thing. Do you want me to use my special skill to be able to like basically use? You know how science is kind of a general thing. We can say that this is my specific instead if I use my skill. I have 2 of them per session.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So then just leave that. Let's go. Son of a! How? How?
That's definitely the wrong. I said it was difficulty 5.
Yeah.
So we
No,
will
but
need to reroll that.
I used Master to reduce it by 2.
Oh, I understand. I understand what happened. Okay. So
Yeah.
this
No,
is
I
still
just
bad.
have terrible luck. Yeah. No, I have 5 blank die, or no, 4 blank die. Damn. How?
If it's up to you, I'm going to resolve that despair at the end of our session today.
That's fine. The story told its story. Yara played with fire. Something bad happened.
Yep.
God damn it. Okay.
Interesting.
That's what it is.
How do you want to
Alright,
use that
Icarus.
Should have
advantage?
killed Yara.
Just making note, whatever this is, Shepard only played with bards.
Yeah, I made a
say.
mini black
Yep,
hole.
that's it.
Me and Sin got sent to a different dimension. Something shitty happened. I was curious and fucked up.
Oh.
God damn.
You
How
know what
did
this
it-
game's turned into? Space Station 13.
Oh, this is so juicy. I'm
How
so
did I
glad.
get so many blanks?
Yara, you pore over the research that Sin provided to you, fascinated by exactly what they've done, tearing open Crimson Legionnaires to use their innate ability to rip open the fabric of space-time to transport their ships and themselves across, like, light years, systems you don't even know. This looks all, of course, incredibly dangerous. The potential dangers to Sin increases with every new page that you turn. You are careful as you approach, but eventually you decide that the only way forward is by taking a larger risk. Sin nods to you as you strap Sin into a device that you've been working on during this downtime. Yara nods back and flips the switch. We'll resolve this in an hour or so from now.
Okay.
Make notes.
God damn it.
What
They
a good
set up a
time.
Brundle Pie experiment and it doesn't work. The teleportation pod malfunctions.
Krav. Raz asks permission to enter your quarters.
Permission granted.
Thraz is chewing on a roasted turkey leg or something, and he kind of leans on the doorway threshold and says, "Hey, Krov. Sorry. I'm trying to organize a little thing. We've been through a lot lately. I think tensions are high for whatever reason. There's a lot of weird shit going on. So anyway, there's like going to be a party on the holodeck at some point today, probably. You look like you could use some assistance. Raz is going to try to convince you to come to a holodeck beach party with the rest of the group.
Oh, this is suspicious as fuck. Okay.
So I think I'll have you roll this because you're the player.
Okay.
So you're going to roll cool against his charm, which is 4
Okay.
reds.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I can't help myself. There's going to be chicken or whatever this is. There's going to be like volleyball. There's going to be like training. You could call it training if you wanted to, but you know everybody's under a lot of stress. It could do wonders for group morale and whatnot. I just think it would be appropriate after everything we've been through.
Like my head desk is like hits the thing is like, sure, why not? Sounds great.
Gritting teeth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some fun in the
basically.
sun for the dark elf.
I'm getting super stressed, but the is like I acquiesce, basically going like, it can't get any worse.
I was gonna say, if it wasn't probably totally out of character for Croft to like burst out laughing, I could see him just totally cracking when Thraz suggests this, and just laughing, be like, "Yeah, why not? Sure."
Fuck me, right? Krav, I'm gonna say that you take 2 strain with those threats.
Yay!
All right, Krav is on board. Thraz says as he's like shouting through the rest of the crew quarters. At this point, people are like, maybe it's like nighttime shift or something, so some people are in the crew quarters, and some of them are like wondering what Thraz is talking about. Others have been prompted, but Thraz has invited everybody to a beach party, and Krav is coming. And Sin and Yara are not strapped into a device yet.
Okay.
That has not yet happened.
Yeah. In fact, they're probably a little stressed out from all the research they've been doing.
I just have tons of notes from like observing what's happening. It's like, okay, if we take the next step, maybe we can crack this thing.
I was gonna say, we like smash cut to the holodeck with like sandy beach, and Yara is in like the like full bloomers bathing suit underneath an umbrella, just leafing through pages.
Like the black and white stripe ones.
Yeah.
She got water shoes on.
Yes, exactly.
Nice. I'm going to have you guys smash cut to the beach. Hooray!
Let's go to the beach.
Let's go to the beach. Yeah, you guys head to the holodeck, and you are surprised by a some sort of foreign beach that you've never seen before on some distant alien world. It's like utopian kind of trees. There's thankfully not Zaldenrock birds flying around the coastline. There's a volleyball net set up. There's like a campfire with like a spit. That's some sort of creature on a spit. You're not sure. It's been replicated, so it's hopefully edible and eatable. And everybody's here.
Incredible.
Incredible stuff.
Yara keeps asking people to bring her food as she's still working on her computer.
Yeah, Yara's underneath the umbrella on her laptop, just hunched over.
While there's like a pile of food next to her that she's just been nibbling on the snack. Can somebody grab me some of those hot dogs, please? I appreciate it.
Nolly and Maddie are going to try and find 2 other people to do doubles volleyball against them.
Oh my god, that sounds like so much fun. Sin like it's like, oh, me.
Okay.
The ball is red. It's fabulous.
All right, who's playing with Sin?
I will actually.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Shepard will be the judge. We'll just be in the middle.
Yeah.
Shepard
Thing
is
is-
the net.
Neutral party.
Isn't it?
Reason I'm doing it is because I'm observing Maddie. I want to know what she does under pressure, competition, and teamwork capability.
All right.
See how unstable she gets when they lose.
All right. Who's on what teams?
It is Nolly and Maddie versus Sin and Krav.
Yep.
Sorry, I was
think
looking
this
for
way to go.
appropriate music. All right. We're just doing doubles.
I guess so.
Yep.
All right. Then I think we're gonna do this as a. Oh my God! What are you doing, Shepard?
I just moved because he's just watching the net.
Oh, I
He's
didn't know.
reffing.
I didn't know if you wanted to be the net.
No. No!
So
There's not regulation height.
let's have this be maybe a group check, unless we want to just like, Interesting.
group check seems fine.
Yeah, group check seems fine. I think this
Yeah, we
is.
don't need to make this complicated.
I think this is either coordination or athletics, whatever's better.
I think that makes sense.
So, Sin, why don't you make a coordination check for your team? And we'll do it against Nolly's athletics or coordination.
Okay, they're both the same, so it'll be red, red, purple, purple.
Setting up the rolls.
For me, it's red, red, purple, purple.
Yes, correct.
Well, that could have gone either way.
Wow.
Yeah, honestly, it could have.
Okay. Let's.
Very even, so we lose badly.
Well, let's now have perhaps Krov go against Maddie's.
Oh shit, I am boned.
So,
I was like, wait, I have to play?
wait, I can't just tell someone to play for me? So weirdly, they don't have athletics, so it's just gonna be 4 green as the difficulty.
Okay, so 4 purple, okay. Oh, I can't afford to look bad, so I'm going to use primacy to boost it, create it 4 times.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh, you'll have to describe this.
It's like, I'll show you the what we did our downtime, and then let's try to do it. Let's see.
Oh, damn.
No,
Ooh.
Wow.
it hits the net, and it kind of like bounces around there.
Yeah, Krov goes for a amazing spike using just the force of your presence to dominate this battlefield, just like any other battlefield. But it goes and hits the net and goes up into the air. It's up to Sin to try to grab it, but with those failures, Sin just takes another. I'll say that you take a setback, Sin. You got some sand in your joints. Hollow sand.
Okie dokie.
Krov, how do you want to spend those uppies? Those advantages?
I need to recover some strain because I'm stressed as hell.
All right.
Yeah.
Nolly.
Yeah.
I think it's on you now.
Okay.
So let's have you roll coordination or athletics now against maybe Krov's.
Okay.
So Krov, what's better for you, coordination or athletics?
Hold on. My character sheet into closing. Let me do a quick.
I can also do Maddie against Sin now. Sin, what's...
Coordination is 3 green.
Okay, so Nolly, you can roll against 3 purple.
All right. All right, cool. I'll roll athletics. You know what?
I think that's a success for you.
I'll take it.
So, cool. I'm gonna say that this is now, I guess, 3 points for Nolly's side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna say Krov goes to. You manage to save it by diving and getting it to just go over the net, but just as it's peeking over, Nolly leaps up and just spikes it straight down.
Yep, this is me.
Yep.
I posted a gif of it. Yeah, that's me.
There's a cloud of sand as Nolly and Maddie are clapping their hands together.
Sin is also clapping. He's just having a good time.
Yes, yes.
I love this primitive game. Let's see.
Balls did not exist in our dimension. Everything was gas.
Sin, what's your coordination check? I assume that's the better one. It's 2
yes.
green, 2
It's 2
yellow?
red, 2 green.
Awesome.
Or 2 yellow, 2 green.
I get you. So I'm gonna have Maddie roll against you. I want to see if maybe I can talk up this thing. Oh, well, that doesn't really do anything. Okay, we'll just do that then. she's going to try and use. So she's going to make a coercion check to try to what's it called? Bad mouthing, talking.
Psych me out.
Yeah, psych you out. And she's going to use her ability to use her brawn instead of willpower, which is an ability called Tickets to the Gun Show.
Oh my god, yes.
So she's going to make a brawl check. And,
Against my
yes.
coordination or discipline?
So, actually, yeah. It would be against your discipline. What's your discipline?
3 yellow.
3 yellow. Hey, this could go either way. It went that way. She psychs you out,
Nice.
and Nolly, you guys now have 4 points.
Is Matty Miller just Rhea Ripley?
I don't know.
I was
I
gonna
think
say, given like the stats at play here, it's like you're just playing against 2 Karlaks.
kind of. I think Maddie is giving a show of strength and slams the ball towards Sin, and Sin kind of flinches as it goes directly towards you and lands right beneath your feet. That was their coercion check based attack, quote unquote. So I think at this point it's kind of obvious what side has won. So we're gonna declare the winners as Maddie and Nolly.
Great. Nolly goes under the hoop, does the little high fives.
Yeah. Sin is clapping, and he like picks Nolly up and spins her around, and then goes to Maddie and it's like, do you also want to be spun?
Maddie kind of like looks at Nolly, like wondering what the answer to this question should be. She seems
Nolly gives 2
uncomfortable.
enthusiastic thumbs up.
Maddie
Sin looks
shrugs
at
and then just accepts it.
Okay. He gently lifts her up and like spins her around and puts her back on her feet.
Maddie is unused to being touched and fun, and is kind of blown away by this whole thing. She's laughing and running around the volleyball court with her hands up in the air. We won! We won! Victory! And then she runs.
With uppies.
She runs away from the scene, and then runs and points at Zaldenrock and says, "You! Horseshoes!"
Yes.
No bird shoes. Points down at my feet.
Horseshoes! She holds up a horseshoe.
Oh, fine.
Alright, Zaldenrock. I'm gonna need you to make a ranged light weapon attack. And it's going to be difficulty... We'll just say it's difficulty 5.
Make a note. Overtly competitive.
Was it ranged light?
Yes.
Oh god. These things aren't weighted properly.
Well, you can reduce some stress with that if you want.
Oh yeah, why not? That's what the beach does.
That's what the beach does. Reduces stress. Nolly's gonna make the... Not Nolly. It's pretty much same thing, but...
Madeline.
Yeah, Madeline is going to make the same check. So, let's see what they're... Do.
How?
Curios. I don't know how to rule this. I don't know how you can get a triumph after failing to hit a horseshoe.
Well, it's just saying that there was a triumph in there, right?
Can I suggest a silly use of the triumph?
What is your silly use?
Nolly comes over, sees her miss,
You might
locks
be...
in,
Oh.
and then locks in, and Rasa goes to throw the horseshoe.
From the triumph? So
I would say, yeah, like give another chance to roll, basically, but it's someone else rolling.
oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I guess
Or
Horseshoe can be a doubles game.
Rasa comes over and pulls Maddie aside and gives her some instructions and allows her to reroll it. Something like that.
Okay.
Just because Rasa has high ranks in ranged light.
Okay. Maybe Maddie gives you give Maddie some pointers. I will say that they have those 3 threats, so we'll need to figure that out.
Maybe put a setback on her?
Yeah, I'll put a setback on her, give her some stress. And we'll have her go again. She didn't understand the rules, that's all.
She's trying to throw it overhand.
Oh my god, what the...
Jesus.
It goes in a straight line, beelining for the
My
pole.
head.
It spins around the pole so hard that it comes off of the pole and flies back off of it. So it's not technically a point. I don't think there's points for just hitting the pole and failing to get it caught on it. And I'll say that it gets caught on another... I'll say the other triumph is it gets caught directly in assistant's thigh. Just sinks into the flesh.
So this is somebody throwing a bowling ball into the wrong lane, but still getting a strike.
Perhaps, yeah. It did not get them a point. It technically hit the exact target, and it landed in assistant's thigh, and he says, I have caught it. But whomst ever throw this? Maddie takes another 2 stress.
Yara just looks up and goes, "Do you need medical attention?"
No, I do not need this. And pulls it out, and it just knits itself back together with just the plants are knitting themselves, growing at his own command.
That's
terrifying.
convenient.
I should have been harboring. Wait, they're not in the book.
All right, so both of you have failed. Zaldenrock, do you want to try again? Maybe we will
Yeah,
reduce
might
the
as well.
difficulty to 4 this time for this round.
Now that I had a practice warm-up throw, I'll use my, screw it.
Avian agility?
That. For 2 successes and 2 advantages for horseshoe.
Lock in.
Lock in.
Yeah, I realized I was holding it, not with, at the base of it, and then the 2 prongs come up. You have to actually reverse it. You have to flip it so that you're holding one of the 2 prong ends. That's actually how they do it professionally, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So we'll do that, and...
Like a boomerang instead of a
that
U-shape.
works.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That
That's a ringer.
clings
That's what they call.
and
a
spins
ringer.
around. You get a dead ringer, and you get a point. You're up 1. I'll say-
Load on it, but I got it.
I'll say you take 1 stress as you
It's fine.
as you wait for the inevitable clapback from Maddie.
Thumburn.
All right, Maddie's going to try again. Same reduced difficulty for her. She gets a success, but 4 threats. Interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna say that she gets a setback, and she takes 2 stress. Actually, she's gonna take 1 stress, and then she's going to give a disadvantage to whoever's going next. She pings 1 off of Shepard now. Shepard, you gain disadvantage on your next, or a setback on your next check.
I did not contribute to any of this.
No, you didn't have to. Ting!
I wasn't aware that horseshoes was a contact sport.
Maddie-
It is if you're bad enough.
Maddie buries her face in her hand. Just can't seem to get the hang of this thing.
You should probably be aiming for the ring, the ring, and not the pole, and not your crewmates.
I don't need your help, she cry. She stalks off now that she's not winning. She's kind of upset. She does not know how to manage her emotions. They are just unbridled right now.
Overtly confrontational. Checks again on the note.
Krov pops out of a bush right.
Maybe she just needs to be swaddled like a baby.
Sin walks over to Maddie or like follows her and it's like, it's okay. It's just a game. The point is to have fun, not to win.
But winning is everything. I must succeed.
But it depends on your success parameters. If your success parameters are winning, then you had a bad time. If the success parameters were to enjoy a day out with new friends, then I think you did rather well. My purpose wasn't to win volleyball. It would have been nice, but it was mostly to figure out how to work with Krov, which is sometimes tough, and to see Nali happy, and also to see you happy.
Sin, why don't you make
That was
a
fun.
charm check for this one?
Okie
See if
dokie.
you've improved Maddie's demeanor.
For a second, I thought Jay's like jewelry jingling was just jingling keys in front of Maddie.
Oh my god.
I thought it was
Sorry.
the audio of Sin's movement.
Oh, I'll take it.
I like that.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty 3, because that is what Maddie's cool is. You also have all the story points in the world, I think.
I want this to work. I'm going to use a story point.
Okay, you get an upgrade. Huh.
I don't succeed, but can I learn a motivation or something? Or like a flaw?
Yeah. You can learn any one of their motivations, but you want to learn a flaw?
I was wondering what would be most appropriate in this sort of situation.
I was going to suggest their desire.
Yeah, I think that works.
Their desire is expertise.
Okay, that makes sense. That was a shockingly terrible roll on my part.
It was. I'm going to say, you say this to Maddie, and she's like running the numbers in her head, and then she looks at you and says, "You are only saying this because you lost. I am going to get food." She stands up and goes to go get food.
Oh, you're
Can you give me
hangry,
another plate?
that's it.
Yara, assistant,
Yeah?
wants to talk to you. After he pulls a horseshoe out of his leg and heals it up in front of you, says, "You are a scientist of sorts."
I got a lot of things I'm working on.
And not all SAR are scientists, correct?
Kind of. Everybody kind of has their own rules and things they do. Most of us are tinkerers, though. I just tinker with things more than just mechanical.
Interesting. Would you be willing to share what you know with me?
Could you be more specific? I've learned, unfortunately, the Arborek have more meanings than I thought from last time.
Oh. I would like to know about your research. What are your specialties? What things have you learned for the SAR?
Right now, I haven't really published anything. If it's more public, I'll let you know, but I'm still keeping a lot of things under wrap for the moment. Kind of on a need-to-know basis. Some personal people are involved.
Intriguing.
Is Shepard in earshot? So he can make some sort of like background comment, be like, Yara's secretive and doesn't like sharing their toys.
It is still intriguing. I must admit, that is as if not listening to a secret that your index finger has. But that could benefit the entire body as a whole. Correct?
Wait, what? This is Dan saying me like I didn't understand that metaphor.
So, you are SAR, and you know something that could benefit the SAR, but you do not wish to share it with the SAR. The Arborec share everything. If they learn something, they share it with their whole. And by they, of course, you know I am referring to me.
And I wouldn't say I'm not sharing it with the SAR directly. I mean, only certain folks of the SAR would even be able to utilize some of this anyway. Eventually, my research does have to deal with communicating with the SAR of the galaxy, but that's far away from here at this point. What's interesting about your species seems to be that you kind of have a hive mind without being a hive mind in a way. You seem to have some sort of individuality. It kind of reminds me of the mind net, but it's different. They got a bit more of a sort of separated individual thing going on.
Ah, yes. The MindNet has tried before, but they have not succeeded in figuring out how we work. It is not compatible for them to assimilate me. But whatever research you have, I would be most intrigued if it goes public. I would like to know. It's interesting, and I would, of course, like to learn. I do so love to learn. Assistant looks off into the sunset and points at the trees across the way. You know, those, I believe, are me. I think this might be from perhaps a moment in the past. A snapshot, if you will. I can't communicate with it, of course. It is fake. But it is a nice reminder that the Arborec is everywhere.
It's really fascinating how there's the MindNet, the Arborec, and even the Drawer to some degree have ways of communicating that aren't as, I don't know, simple as verbal communication that all the other races seem to utilize. Even the SAR call seems to be something that's beyond normal comprehension.
There is so much
What?
to comprehend. Communication is very important.
I agree. Maybe at some point, but for now I'd rather keep what I have while I'm trying to make sort of it.
Do you think the, what is it called? The Creuse. Do you think the Creuse wants to share its knowledge with me?
Probably that'd be a question for them. I'd say, again, a lot of this is on what the individual says. I know it's a little bit different for you guys, but everybody has their own sort of ways of doing things.
Ah, yes. Such interesting conversations that we have. I will continue to communicate with the Shepherd. The Titans have an open communication with the Arborec.
It's also good to know.
Assistant gets up and shakes the hand, the sand out of their hands. It's caught in all of their vines poking out of their zombified pores. Anyway, it was good talking to you, Sar.
It was interesting talking to you, Assistant. I'm gonna quickly text Sin. Hey, so the Assistant might be asking about the warp tech. You do not have to say anything if you don't want to.
Creuse, I would like to talk to you.
He
Sin,
mutters,
about the
"Thank
warp
you,
tech."
Yara."
Sin, do you share anything with this creature?
He's gonna say that it's a rather personal thing, and he would rather they know each other better before he discloses anything. He has to think about it.
Ah, with the Creuse, relationships are valued over knowledge. Intriguing. I will make note of this. Thank you, Creuse.
You're welcome, Assistant. It was nice talking to you.
It gives a facsimile of a smile and goes over to the food and starts piling a plate for itself. It then
I have a very important question.
Yes. What is your question?
Is Thraz grilling with sunglasses and an apron that says "Kiss the Cook," but "Cook" is crossed out and it says "Cat."
Yes.
This is a
Okay.
very important question. Thank you.
Oh, visuals in my brain have been all.
Who wants more? He thinks twice about saying hot dogs in front of Yara and Captain Gao, and says, "Who wants a soggy?"
It's fine. We call them hot dogs too.
Oh, thank the systems of Kanata.
You're doing a great job there, by the way, Thraz. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
Is this Ryza?
No. If this was Ryza, I would not be here with you guys.
Okay.
I would be off on my own. Well, not alone. So, how are you two getting along? Yara points at the captain of the SAR and Yara.
Have we formally introduced? Usually, it's always been in a group setting.
Well, I mean, I've been around, but I don't know. Krav appointed me in charge of the clan, so I guess I'm their chieftain now.
I mean, I guess that works. I'm more of a science officer anyway. If you have any questions about anything, you can always ask me too about some of the other stuff going on. Might need to
course.
rely on your clan, by the way, for some other work. Guess you're doing a good job? Star seemed to fall in line too.
They do fall in line. But we're always looking for a call, you know? All SAR are one SAR and all.
I know. We'll eventually find everybody. One of these days.
I mean, I've made my journey to Lysis, but it wasn't enough. There was an emptiness there. Have you been to Jorun, to our home?
Why go to a place that's just a bunch of asteroids? I hear some people see it's moving, but I kind of feel like there's something more to it. Maybe there's... How is it Aldasar want to go to the same place when there's nothing there? There's got to be something more to it. That's what I'm after.
I just don't know what to look for, you know? Yara.
Hey.
Gaoru confides in you that he does not hear a call anymore, and he doesn't have any direction. He asks you directly what your call is.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how to phrase this.
You could also just roll and see how that changes what you want to do.
Union, unite,
Yeah,
gather.
yeah. What should I roll then, you think?
I'm thinking if he's looking for answers from you, almost like guidance. He's been put in a role that he doesn't know if he's ready for. And you also maybe don't know necessarily what you're looking for. So maybe this is either leadership or charm.
I'll do leadership. I put a rank into it, so it wasn't 0. What do you think the difficulty would be?
I'll do it against his discipline. Cool. So I'll say it's difficulty 2.
It's a 50-50.
There's also story
Watch
points.
another despair. I'll just keep it. I can't get 2 despairs in one session, right?
Well, no, story points for you.
Oh. How many story points? It's only towards the end of the session, right? Yeah, sure, I'll use the story point.
Yeah, you guys have plenty. Also, if you can direct it, I can tell you if it ties into one of their motivations.
Maybe I'll see what I get first.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
All right, I got it.
A success and an advantage.
All right.
Okay, so
yeah.
you could either convince... I think you can convince him to follow a new call. What kind of call do you want to give to this guy? He might not follow it
Yeah.
exactly, but you will inspire him.
I'm gonna say seek out the truth.
the truth.
which could be very vague, but that's kind of fine.
Okay. That doesn't really fall into... In fact, it actually falls into one of his fears.
Oh no.
So I'm
We
actually
do
going to
that.
have you roll 2 setbacks now
Okay.
to alter this roll.
All right. I have to convince him over his innate. I don't have the story point anymore, do I?
Nope.
Okay.
No, you're just going to roll the 2 setbacks alone.
Oh, okay. Nothing.
Okay. Thankfully, it didn't negatively affect you. So this is still a success. He ponders for a bit. Truth. I mean, I've seen the horrors of people changing before my eyes into those strange Mahakt things. Are we even in control of our destiny? And maybe you put a hand on his shoulder and you're like, truth is through knowledge. And he kind of nods ponderously. I guess you're right. Maybe that's where I'll look to you. Tell me, what is your call?
I'm looking to find a way to find everybody and find out where the call actually leads. As I already told you, doesn't feel like an empty space is all there is. But to do that, we need to figure out how to maybe transcend normal communication. And that's going to take a lot more than just what we already know now.
The call is understanding it. And the goal is unity.
Hopefully.
Man, I need a hot dog.
They're pretty good. He did a good job.
Captain Gout nods. Alright, congratulations. What else is everybody else doing before the conclusion of this beach party? Shepard, you have been watching and observing. Assistant has been going around. Maddie has been competing with Zaldenrock. The rest have been doing volleyball.
Yeah, I'd say Shepard was kind of just like sort of watching these moments and how people were interacting. If anything, probably would lean on observing Maddie getting frustrated with their decisions and maybe finding some sort of similarity with like their own like pursuit of just like general path, scientific experimentation, stuff like that. So he's like, just interested, like why are they frustrated over a game? Like something so minuscule. What is it that drives them to like want to be better at this?
How about I have you make a knowledge culture check? And if you don't have that, that's obviously just an intelligence check.
No, I believe I have culture.
Okay. You can set the difficulty at whatever you think the difficulty for Shepard is. Between 1 and 5.
Honestly, this probably would at least be a 3. I guess it depends on if he's trying to observe like a surface level thing or if he's trying to understand more deeply. Plus, she's been through some shit. So, 3?
Yeah, difficulty 3. That would be a hard check, is what that's called, quote unquote. So go for it. You have a setback though, because you got conked in the head.
I did.
It doesn't look like it's gonna affect the roll that
I didn't
much.
apply it.
That's fine. I can.
I got it.
You gotta click out of the window.
Oh, where my other window? There it is. Why is it not even opening?
It's okay. I got it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so it's only 2 successes. That's fine. I think that your heart
With
has
a lot
grown.
of threats.
Your heart has grown 2 success sizes today, and 4 threats. Man, what does 4 threats do? I think
Well, stresses him out.
I'm going to say you take 1 strain, and then I'm going to say the active character falls prone from the horseshoe. You don't know how that happened, but Maddie is a hell of a throw. And it just knocks you out temporarily. Your brain like scatters for a second, your eye flickers back to life, and you reboot for a second. And maybe you have a tiny epiphany as well.
I could also just talk to her and be like, why is this important?
Okay, yeah. Maddie like goes back to you maybe after talking to Sin. I apologize for striking you with that horseshoe.
It was a great throw. Please do not be alarmed and do not feel bad. You are here to have fun.
Yeah.
Although you do not seem to be having it.
I keep losing to that damned bird.
Why if
I can
it
play with
is
volleyball.
I could beat you up in volleyball.
I was trained from birth to be the best that there was. I evaded everyone. And now I'm bested by some outcast, knight of some forgotten order.
I'm gonna lean in on that idea of being the best. The best at what in particular? Being best at everything is impossible. One
But-
would have a focus, an expertise in something. What is your expertise?
But it proves to me that I'm worth something, okay? You're just a titan, you wouldn't understand. She walks
I
away.
am trying. Okay, goodbye.
You say to
You're
yourself,
just a titan.
you say to yourself, I'm trying, and she does not hear you. She's out of earshot at this point. Shepard, you think pensively to yourself about where you're heading. All right, I think
Didn't give me much.
it didn't give you much, but you did succeed, so you can take that wherever you want to go with your character. I'm not going to tell you what you're thinking. But I think this calls an end to beach day. Everybody's bellies are full. Everybody's tired. The smell of salt on their noses, even from this hollow sweet ability
The
to
sand was
replicate
fake and
the
I could
thing.
not eat it.
Yeah, the sand disappears as you guys leave the hollow deck. The scent
Sen is
remains.
incredibly relieved. It was getting everywhere.
gassing him up. All right. So,
I would like to make one small anecdote before leaving. As
Yes.
everyone leaves out of the holodeck, Shepard would love to program the holodeck to try and, or just to have it show Elysium. Just sort of like zooms through like the galaxy to get to the point where, as everyone is leaving and kind of going back to their bunks and relaxing, he's just sitting there and he's just looking at that point as he pulls it into the holodeck, just off on the horizon. And then he leaves.
I'm going
Somebody misses
to
home.
spend another story point. I'm going to alter your vision a bit. Everybody leaves. Graz like claps you on the thigh, I guess, and says, "Did you have fun?" And you just kind of stare silently. Maybe you say yes to just appease him. Everybody leaves.
It was interesting.
It was interesting. All right. Well, see you tomorrow. We got planning to do and shit. Shepard clicks into the holodeck to create a simulation of Elysium. And it the computer just keeps sending back the same like replies. No data found. No data found. You kind of like stare at it for a moment, and then you ask the computer to extrapolate what Elysium would look like, depending on like what descriptions you have, and maybe you start imagining what you would want it to look like. It creates something for you, and you stare at that for a while. The holosuite instinctively creates it in such a way that it is beautiful and aesthetically pleasing, because that's the way the Kalaris originally programmed it. Well, wherever Thraz scrapped it from. Yeah, it maybe gives you some closure, but it's definitely not the closure you wanted. Is that okay?
Yeah, food for thought.
Okay. All right, we got 3 minutes left. I think we should resolve the thing in the
The
room.
experiment. The oops.
Let's do the time warp again.
Dear Lord. How did I despair with
With just one red. That's what it
It
happens.
turns out scientific breakthroughs are really difficult.
It's
turns out
actually
scientific breakthroughs are really, really hard, guys.
you have altered the trajectory of one of the one shots that I wanted to do. So I'm gonna say
Oh
that
God.
you start the experiment to generate a wormhole, and you
Just a little one.
Yeah, a little one, just a breach in space that you can experiment with, and it quickly goes out of your control. There's some sort of anomaly nearby inside of the wormhole that is in this system that's interfering with it. It spirals out of your control, and Sin vanishes in a flash of dark crimson light, and Sin's armor is like completely left behind, and Sin is
Fucking
now
hell.
gone.
Shit. Oh my
Sin?
god.
Shit.
There are alarms blaring throughout the facility, and a strange anomaly has. It was just an indecipherable blip before in the scanners. It wasn't even picked up as anything significant, but now it has become a breach. There is a dark red crack in the sky visible from your hangar bay. It's bathing Riftwatch in a crimson light, and that's not good. But we will have to discover what happens with that for our first one-shot that we do, as we enter a sort of pseudo-hiatus for the Embers of the Imperium. We're going to pursue agendas with smaller groups of teams, and we'll figure out what those groups look like on our own time. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Sorry, Sin.
So you
This
trying
is
to do
fun.
yes?
All good.
Awesome. I'll just try to find somebody to raid into, but stay shiny, everyone, and we will see you next time for either a one-shot or Starfinder, depending on where we go next. Good night, everybody.
Stay safe, be happy, best wishes.
Oh, and happy
care, y'all.
holidays, depending on when you're watching this.
Or what you say.
Goodbye.
Yep. Bye.